That's crazy,
He was
bro.
D-Book.
What
D-Book
the
was Clay
hell?
Thompson in
Nah,
LA.
bro. Move, aka Mr. Do What It Do, aka Always on the Move, and this is episode 55 of the Phone Home Podcast.
Somebody got echo.
Okay, man, it's your boy 2, and that was second. Just let the junior high gula could never die as long as 2 alive. We're on episode 55. I'm gonna be 55 to make you feel me. What's happening with you 3?
It's your boy 3 God, man. 83, not the number, but the name, man. 55, you know what I'm saying? Episode. Let's get it.
Yo, you know what it is, man. It's your boy Eric checking in. For all your mental health needs, visit myconnectcounseling.net. Again, for all your mental health needs, visit myconnectcounseling.net. Episode 55, man. We got Junior Seau.
No, you know, we got something better though. Matumbo.
Oh, that's another one, another legend. We got two legends that were number 55.
I think that tie in too.
Zersky. Willie, yo, what is happening?
No, Bill.
Man, all praise to the Most High, man. It's your dog, Terrell Tarantino, a.k.a. Terrell Wheels, a.k.a. T Wheels, a.k.a. T Wheels on the tank, a.k.a. the Cara Blendada, a.k.a. the Iron Fist hitting you harder than ever, coming at you like that there, baby, for episode 55. Let's get it. Darrell, take it away.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's your boy Big Darrell. We live from the loft. We back in the office, back in the stew, back in the lab. Let's get it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, Willie, yo, how you doing, man? How was your birthday, brother?
Man, it was pretty good, man. Got some good food. Really, I just wanted Chipotle, so I ate a big old thing of Chipotle. That's all I wanted. I kept it simple.
Get this is out the mud, man.
Look, man, I ain't been to Chipotle I would say about 5 or 6 months. I had to go. I was like,
you went to Ruth Chris?
Nah, man. I told Hope, I said, man, I just want to go to Chipotle.
My birthday,
man.
with the Chipotle.
And me and the kids, we had some ice cream cake. I ain't ate no ice cream cake in so long, man. It was like a burst to my brain,
Damn,
man. I ain't ate that in so long.
Bad.
Huh?
I'm asking Bill, y'all childhood was that bad. nigga, see a come up going to Chipotle.
No, hey, I'm simple, though, bro. I'm simple like that, bro.
That ain't even simple.
Shit, nigga, Bill, simple.
I just wanted a little Chipotle, man.
Nigga, that's everyday life. That ain't
basically. I just ain't went in a long time, man. 4 scoops of chicken, an extra scoop of steak, man. It was on.
It ain't your birthday. That nigga
Yeah, I
said
know,
that I had to
man.
make sure I ain't forget her birthday, boy. I'm like, oh shit, is her birthday today?
Yeah, I'm a simple guy, man. Yeah.
Hey, Darrell, how you doing, bro?
I'm good, bro. I'm good.
Oh shit.
You done missed 2
I've been chilling. I went to
bro.
the 420 Fest. They had Snoop Dogg, Ice Cube, Too Short. So that's what I was doing.
That's what's up. How it go?
Man, I thought you was Hawaiian,
Hey,
though,
that
bro.
shit was fire, bro. I was like, cause I grew up on West Coast music.
Right.
So like the first raps I heard was NWA, and I'm a big fan of Easy, and Ice Cube penned all that. So I'm a huge Ice Cube fan, huge Snoop fan. So that was like, it was just like my childhood coming to life. Like seeing them on stage,
Childhood
man,
heroes.
that shit. Like, and then Cube got some of the most iconic songs, like This Is How We Do It, Friday. Then you got West Side, and then with him and Dre got Natural Born Killers.
Yeah.
Like it just Cube got some shit, and then
he got that Bow Down with Mac 10 and all that.
Yep,
too.
Bow Down.
Hey, but I'm gonna tell y'all something. For some
Cube
reason,
said he
and
dropped
I'm
a
probably gonna
triple-double.
get so much hate for this.
Yep.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
But for some reason, I just never really liked Ice Cube flow. I just it's something about it. And don't get me wrong, I recognize that he's talented. He actually got a lot of dope songs. But it's just something about his flow that I just never really could get into. He was just one of those West Coast artists that I would always skip over. But I always recognized he was dope. Not taking nothing from him. Man, it was just somebody. It was really, really, really hard for me to get
it's his
into.
persona though? You think it's Cube persona that don't? Because I'm a fan of Easy, right?
Right.
And it's crazy that Cube wrote all Easy bars, but it sounds so different. It like when you see Easy rapping on it look like the words
hit different.
fit him.
It hit different.
Right. Like but when you look at Cube, like Cube don't look like the average like gangster rapper, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I like Ice Cube when he was with NWA.
Yeah.
I don't really care for his I don't really care for his solo stuff. But
Man,
Q was
he got this one album he put out in like 2014. I forget what's it called, but man, he had some pretty decent stuff on that album. He had this one song on there, had Jeezy. I got my Lokes on. I got my Lokes on. Y'all heard that before? Yeah,
I ain't never heard that one.
the album was actually decent. It was a good album. I forget the name of the album. I think it's called Raw Report. Dang, I have to look it up.
No,
But
you don't.
but he even
Yeah,
again,
don't
I
look it up.
recognize he's tight, but I
Cuban
just
hip-hop
couldn't get into him.
crazy.
But since he got older, his flow definitely like
Yeah.
like I ain't like the new album he just dropped. Like
he
the
dropped
one he
something?
just dropped this I think this year
He
or
dropped
last year.
something like last year.
Yeah. I didn't know he dropped
can you
something.
hear me?
dropped the album.
Y'all can hear me?
It's just his flow is it's outdated,
can't
but
hear
it's the same with Snoop to me. Snoop new
You
album
think
ain't
you think Snoop sound outdated?
his new album do
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
For
Talking
sure.
about him, the
like,
one him and Dre did, because him and Dre did a missionary style or something.
that
like
one
that.
was straight, but it still
Missionary
sound
style is
outdated.
That's wild.
Yeah,
Huh?
that's the name of the album. It's supposed I think it's like a sequel to Doggy Style.
Yeah.
But look, the production and his bars has improved, but it still sound outdated. If that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
It just sound like an old nigga rapping.
Snoop a wild boy. God dang.
yeah, man.
I nigga G Will said that shit.
Oh,
Damn,
that is.
what?
Yeah, the album I'm talking about, raw footage. But
Nigga,
that
next
album is
album gonna be
actually
called the
good that
Kama
Ice Cube
Sutra.
dropped. What'd you say, Bill?
That nigga next album gonna be called the Kama Sutra. It's gonna be a compilation of shit.
Hold on, I don't want to mess up Snoop Dogg, man. Let me see what this man album called while I'm sitting over here messing up. Yeah, I think it's
That
called
album was kinda
Missionary
clean,
though.
The album was kind of clean. I listened to it.
You heard it?
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah. I think he dropped it. Yeah, there it is, Missionary. He dropped it last year. Yeah, him and Dre, they got back in the lab, to do some stuff together. That's what Dre was talking about. He think that people should just work with one producer. Which man, speaking of that, we probably ain't even started our topics yet. But y'all, how y'all feel about? Do y'all think it's more classic albums come from just one producer, or do you think with the mix of different flavors, different styles, y'all think that make a difference? Because he was like Dre was kind of adamant about having one producer produce one album for the artist, and so that I remember at one time that did kind of spark a debate as to does it make a difference if you go get different styles from multiple producers, or should artists just dial in and focus on just one producer from top to bottom from the album? What's y'all thoughts on that?
I think as long as the executive produces like 75% of the album, I think it makes sense. But like I don't think you should have multiple producers, and I don't think one nigga should run the whole show. If that makes sense.
That's dope.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that. I think one sound is good. Personally, it just got to be a like I would love to hear all Drake and Noah 40 album. I can hear that all day.
Yeah.
But you just got to fit. You got to fit. I ain't opposed to it. But
And we
some
also
albums I be feeling like I don't feel like they uniform nowadays.
Yeah, I agree with that
Just
too.
be all over the place.
But you also got to think about like producers like Manny Fresh back in the day. This nigga was producing Cash Money. Every album that they put out, it was just him, just producing. Like, and if you listen to the different sounds or the different beats, it's crazy how he had a Manny Fresh sound, but every beat didn't sound the same. Like, if that makes sense. Like when you hear And Then What, that's a Manny Fresh beat, but
Right.
you could never hear you never heard Lil Wayne or Juvenile. You never heard them on beats like that though. If that makes sense. Like think about all the Cash Money catalog. Have you heard a beat like Then What? It's like that was just tailor made for Jeezy. It's like almost.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You got a point. That boy versatile. Like,
Man.
'cause he made back that ass up
Top
and
back.
then made right. Like that is crazy.
Like that's crazy. That's crazy. Like it sounds like a Manny Fresh. It sounds like Manny Fresh, but it don't have the same sounds every time. If that makes sense. I can't explain it.
You muted, Darrell. I see you.
Oh, okay. That's my bad. I was saying even like Top Back, like it sound like a T.I. track. Like I could hear
We see
Jeezy
you
on
too.
that, but it fit T.I. like
We see you
perfectly.
too. We good.
And you know
My
what's
bad,
crazy? Juvenile was supposed to have that beat first. And I'm like, I can't hear Juvenile on that.
Cause
And you know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, what would Juvenile do on that?
Right.
I wonder, but
Right,
now, when
right.
you heard BG on the remix, how that made you feel?
Now, see, BG sounded good on that mug. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he
I got
sounded
my
good.
top life back, get my beat down low. Then hit myself like I like my beat down low. Figurella full of dro with the Chevy two-tone. He just got that slow. Man, I actually like BG. I
Man,
like
y'all niggas
BG flow.
y'all be remembering some of the weirdest verses.
Yeah.
Right.
I ain't gonna say it no classic, but that bit was smooth.
Hey, BG was that guy around that time though. BG was like 25, 26.
No, he wasn't.
No, he was not that guy at that time.
Yeah, he was.
No, he wasn't.
At the time Top Back came out.
He was
when that Chopper
signed,
City
he was
Jeezy-
signed with
no.
Hold on.
That nigga
Man,
had 8
yeah.
bars
Man,
on
that
there,
nigga
bro.
said, hold on.
Nah,
talking
bro.
about when Top Back remix
Man,
came out?
Jeezy had some fans back then. Like when he was dropping Heart of the Streets, boy, people was messing
You
with
said
that.
Jeezy
Like
or BG?
BG.
Oh, you said Jeezy.
No, you just said
Jizzle.
Jeezy. I
Versus
know you were
Tip.
talking about BG. If you were talking about Jeezy, then
No.
you got a point. You said
I'm talking
BG
about
was hot
BG.
then.
BG he was a factor to me back then.
At the time
he-
Top Back remix came out.
To me, yeah, he had decent features.
Will,
He
tripping.
was still, bruh. Listen. Look at the stuff he was on. Look at the stuff he was on back then.
No, T. Will. Hold on. Let me make my point right fast.
Go ahead.
If he was so hot, I mean, I know this probably ain't no good point, great point, but it's still something to think about. The nigga had 8 bars compared to Jeezy had a whole verse by itself. Young Dro had a whole verse by itself. And this nigga came out the big country. Like, man, get the fuck out. It's BG. No, bro. No.
Hey, Jeezy always been straight to me from day one.
No, we ain't saying he wasn't straight,
even
but
to
bro,
this
you said he
day.
was hot at that time with Top Back?
I think he was pretty. I think he was in a pretty decent level for where he was at that time.
No, bro. BG,
Y'all think so?
I don't think we ain't talking about Jeezy, right?
I'm talking about BG.
He call it
BG from Cash Money.
Yeah, he call him Jeezy, like G-E.
Well, yeah, that's what they used to call him. You know, call him Jizzle or Jizzle.
Not Young
Jeezy, at this point, bro, we was back on New Cash Money, bro. Like, nah, he got to move around, bro. He wasn't that hot at that moment.
I mean, I ain't trying no disrespect, but
I might be missing, but I thought, man, to me, Jeezy always been.
Nah, you ain't probably.
He always had a hard fan base.
You all the way out the pocket.
No, bro.
No, I know I'm not all the way wrong about that. He had a hardcore fan. Anytime he dropped, some people was paying attention, without a doubt.
I ain't gonna lie. This might be disrespect to Rick Ross. You know what I'm saying? But his verse is remembered because he was before Drake. I mean, after Drake and before Lil Wayne. If that makes sense. So BG verse was equivalent to Rick Ross. So
you ain't gave us no kind of
I'm about to. That's what I'm saying. I was just trying to. So I'm on one. A lot of people you remember Rick Ross really didn't have a great verse on there, but it came in between Drake and Lil Wayne verse. So you're like
on what song though? I'm forget because they did a few.
He said I'm on one.
I'm tripping. Okay, I missed that.
I think both verses were like not needed, but also it made sense.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Like, I ain't saying Ross didn't do his thing, but if you didn't put Ross verse on there, you wasn't gonna miss it. If you got me saying Jeezy, if BG and Big Country verse wasn't on there, we would have been felt all right. Like if they put it on there,
don't call that nigga Jeezy no more, man.
We would have been all right.
I think
if you took Rick Ross off of I'm on one, I think
he was a good addition. Me personally,
if you took Rick Ross off of I'm on one, you would have still been all right. Like, I'm just being honest.
Yeah, that boy Darrell, he was so young, he don't even know what we talking about. That's crazy.
To Top Back? How many years we got on this nigga?
4, 5.
What were you talking about? What?
Bro. Just watch out, bro. Watch out, bro.
Let the old head
he talking about but you BG good. Was hot then. That's when he had Chopper City. I'm agreeing with Willio.
I know I ain't tripping. Like
that's when he was dissing Cash Money.
BG was hot then.
Fuck no.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say. Okay, let me take that back because when you say hot, you gotta say somebody like T.I. T.I. was hot back then. But Jeezy, I wouldn't say that he was the hottest rapper, but he was like people was still checking for him if he did something.
No, he was 1-8, nigga. That nigga was damn near elf.
Nah, he wasn't
hey,
F.
he was making
them
he was
boys out the way,
decent.
man. Them boys out the way,
He was
man.
B
Wasn't
tier.
like a mug, wasn't he, Dink?
I think y'all looking at Jeezy back then as how he is now.
Nigga got
'Cause
held
he was
back. What
actually
the
making
fuck?
noise. He was actually making noise back then.
Well, shit,
Bro,
man.
not doing top back
Speaking,
remix.
speaking of somebody who making noise, man, your boy Drake just dropped that album release date, man, May the 15th. So a recent post just said
Nigga Darrell checked out.
right,
Nah.
nigga checked out. That's crazy.
Nah, that's my bad. I'm trying to
Nigga,
get
turn
my
the camera off.
Nigga can't stand
Jeez.
that.
Hey, Steve Stout just came out and said this is Drake's most important album ever. I'm gonna turn it to my boy too. What you think, man?
You know what I'm saying? You know, we got the hours tatted on us, you feel me? But is this the most
Do you?
important album? For the podcast, reason wise, I say yeah. But I also think my boy gonna come through and show y'all niggas. You know what I'm saying? I don't doubt him. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all not in tune with the basketball scene on the coast. The one-on-one scene, like we took a major 5-0 loss, 6-0 loss to Alabama, Mobile, whatever. Drake will never let us down like that. You feel me? But guys, shout out to Noel and them boys. I know we'll bet on y'all boys next time, but man, with Drake, we could blind bet, bro. I think Drake is gonna come through and show niggas, prove niggas again. I don't think niggas ever doubted him, but yeah, I think he gonna come through and show niggas the summer gonna be lit. I think niggas that hate on him gonna be happy as hell too. They're not gonna admit it on camera. My boy, shout out my boy Darrell. He not gonna admit it on camera, but he gonna be happy as hell too. Him and his girlfriend. You feel me? So it's gonna be a good ass summer. My boy Bill, me and Bill gonna be in Dallas for Vic wedding. 1 or 2 stepping, woo whopping and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You know how this shit go, but man, why the fuck would you ever go against this shit, dog? Why? I don't think he ever gave you a reason to go against it. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? We dropped that 750 episode. I'm gonna drop my in the whatever they be doing on the camera, freestyle. I'm gonna smack niggas across the head again. You know what I'm saying? It's certain shit you don't go against, bro. Like, tell me, am I wrong? I don't think I'm wrong. Well, nigga, what you
Darrell.
think? What you think?
No. Let's let
Right,
Darren
man.
go next.
Yeah, go against this shit, man. We ain't never going against this shit, boy.
So, what's the question, Smooth?
Oh, don't worry about it. You got it, Willie, yo. Fuck this nigga.
Go ahead. Watch out, man. Watch out, nigga.
Hey, that's a
I don't never pop it, bro. Let me pop it. You feel me?
We done
Let
had
me
the
pop
whole
it, nigga.
segue. He done muted, then heard the nigga come
Nigga
back.
turn around, nigga turn around and get some. He took a shot behind his back trying to get some liquor curve.
Because I want to answer it right,
Pop it,
though.
man.
I
If
want
you
to
got
make sure I
something
answer
to
the
say,
question
nigga,
right,
pop it,
though.
Man, fuck out of here, dog. Come on, man.
So from my understanding is it his most important album or what's the question? That's what I'm trying to get
It's just
at.
gonna be his
that's the
most
question,
important
bro.
album.
Nah, it ain't his most important album,
I don't think so.
but this album can save his career, possibly. I don't think it's his most important though.
Explain why you say
Expand.
Save his career is crazy.
Because his most, to me, hold on one second.
You got it, bro.
His most important is the intros, right? The beginning albums, the rookie season. He done already proved that he belong in the game. This album is just what they call it, damage control. To me, it's not it. He'd have been in the game damn near 10, 20 years. So how is this his most important one? I don't think so. I just think it'll determine if you can come back from a beef, right? And I know that's one of the next topics too. But to me, it ain't his most important. But if it's whack, it'll just prove the theory that it's hard to come back from losing a beef.
Hey,
I don't think Drake can ever drop a whack
in a
album.
minute, bro.
action, man. Go ahead, man.
Bip and
shit,
Dink.
well,
I don't
shit,
think.
I mean, I agree with Darrell. I just, man, I don't feel like he ain't got nothing to prove, and this ain't his most important album. It seemed like that because rap is dying, and Drake has been so quiet lately. So now it may be one of his most anticipated, especially with everything that's surrounding him, but it ain't his most important. Drake, he ain't got nothing to prove. I personally think he won the battle. I mean, I wouldn't say he won the battle. Okay, let me say this. Me personally, I like Drake's efforts in this battle more than what people give him credit for. Man, that Heart Part 6 was incredible. That drop. When you go back and listen to that, man, that stuff is incredible. When you listen about what he talking about, like, bro, I think people just want to hear his side, but this ain't his most important. We know Dre gonna give us bops. We know the boy is rapping top tier. Like, I think people just interested to see his perspective, but this ain't his most important album. We need to know.
So what's crazy is that I was thinking this was his most important album until Darrell said that. And I was like, maybe he got a point. Then when you kind of piggyback on it, I just started disagreeing even more with both of y'all. Like, I don't know what happened made me disagree. But I think as the question is asked, what is your definition of important? And I ain't saying it's rhetorical. Because in a way, y'all keep saying, well, the theory is about the theory, like, oh, can you come back? So if that's the theory, then that would make it that much important, because if that's the theory, that means that Kendrick took, he basically 50 Cent at Ja Rule 50 Cent. So if that happened,
But he didn't.
Look, I'm not here to make the judgment. I'm just going based off the semantics of it. Not semantics. What is it?
Yeah,
Smooth. What is it? Smooth. How it just look. Like for instance, like
Popular consensus. Public consensus.
Nah, he said the right word.
Yeah,
He said the right
I
word.
mean,
Dumbass nigga.
It's just like if somebody get hurt in the playoffs, you're gonna still say, "Oh shit, Mahomes, he lost first round." Well, he hurt that game. Well, it is what it is. So no matter how you feel, it's just what it's gonna look like. So to me, like I said, the more I kind of disagree with Darrell, but then you pick it back, I was like, nah, this might be the most important, because if we got somebody that, because first off, this probably the most pressure he ever been under, because just like somebody whoever was dancing, with that Smooth 2 dancing, like this nigga is considered right now, as some would say, thinking of as a hip hop savior right now. And if that bitch flop, and the next question
Hey,
is,
Darrell.
what? Oh,
Yeah.
We can't see you, bro.
Oh yeah. I would get my camera right.
All right, bet. My bad, Dink.
Nah, you good, bro. You just wasted the clip too. Whatever, I'm gonna go viral. But nah, though. But just based on what y'all was just saying, y'all made the point of it being very important, because it's the most pressure. Because hip hop is in a dead zone right now, and it coming back from the beef. So if this thing don't be, it's kind of like what J. Cole just went through. It's not to that level, but we were waiting on this. And in some people's eyes, mainly me and whoever it was else, they felt some type of way. So Drake don't deliver, or even if he did deliver, it's still gonna kind of be like, damn. So I think this is important.
Willio?
Yeah. I can see how people can spin it and say this is definitely his one of his if not the most important album. I think at this particular time he probably got this is probably the most pressure that he's been under to perform at a I know he's gonna perform at a high level, but at this particular time people really watching. I also take the stance as the album could be great, but I think some people still not gonna give him his just due no matter what. Even if the album is not good, you gotta have people that still gonna say they mess with it. You know what I'm saying? So, um, man, I just think, man, when it come to Drake, man, it's a lot of people. It's just split into you got a group of people that's just rooting for him. Cause I seen people they putting like the little ice man emojis or just the little ice things on Instagram and stuff. And then you also got them group of people that's like Drake fans and it's X, Y, and Z's. Man, I actually think he gonna do more. I think he gonna do more numbers than Kendrick though. If you ask me that,
I don't
you know
think
what I'm
that's
saying?
I don't think that's a question right now. But
Yeah.
Willie, but speak to your point though, because you was I think you put in the group messages. I think it's crazy since the podcast we don't really talk about shit. We talking the group messages anymore. But you spoke about you don't think that Drake's reliable for the the state of hip hop anymore.
Right.
I think
Right.
he
Right.
is. I think he
So
is.
let me be specific, because to me, because these are facts that I'm talking. These ain't opinions. If you go look at
These are
2023,
facts. Go ahead.
so hold on.
Yo,
what's fact
hold
though?
on, the
Hold on.
fuck
What's
you
fact
laughing
that?
at,
What are you
Dink,
talking
nigga?
about?
Your facts about Devin Booker, nigga.
I'm
Fuck you
laughing because the
laughing
nigga
at,
cut
nigga.
him off and said, them
Hmm.
your facts, nigga.
Nah, nigga, them your facts too.
I thought that shit was funny too.
These are opinions. These ain't
but
opinions though.
hey,
What I
hey,
say,
T
when
Will,
I say
T Will, before you
2023. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
no,
Go ahead.
no,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm not about to make a point. I ain't gonna lie to you though. You didn't answer none of that damn question.
Who, me?
Them one of your perhaps moments. We just, I ain't
Hey,
saying
you asked me.
I ain't saying the shit you saying ain't good. I'm just saying, like, I want to hear what you think. Do you think is important? I don't want you to say, oh, I can see how these niggas think
Yeah,
it's important.
I said yeah. I think this definitely one of his more I mean, yeah, I definitely can say that this is probably one of his most important albums coming off the battle.
What
But
you
yeah, I
think,
definitely say that.
nigga, not what
I
you
said
can
yeah.
say. What you
Yeah.
think.
And that's what I'm saying. I can say that from my opinion, I do think this is going to be one of his pivotal moments in his career. You know what I'm saying?
This nigga, hey, run for president next year. That nigga political
mean,
answers, man.
I do think if you want to hear me say yes, this is one of his most important albums.
No, I don't
you
want to
know.
hear one. I want you to say, is it most important or not?
Yeah, this is his most important album. I ain't gonna
Okay.
say, I would say your first album is your most important, but this album, this is probably like his second most important, I would say. You know what I'm saying? Coming off the event that he came off of. But just kind of speeding past that a little bit. When we talking
Nah,
about,
we can't speed past it.
Let's get
bro,
up out of
what
here
is there to
quick.
say though? Like I gave you my opinion. Like I said, yeah, this is this is his most important album, his second most important. But kind of going back, like it's you know what I'm saying. I feel like y'all saying I'm going off opinion when I say that. To say that Drake, the reason why hip hop is dormant is because Drake ain't doing nothing. I think that's just completely BS if you ask me. And I have facts just like I posted in the chat. These are things that you can go look up yourself. In 2023, if y'all remember, rap was in a dead state.
Baby brother Bill better not come save either. Go ahead.
In 2023, right before the battle, rap was already in a dead state. So if y'all saying that Drake is the reason that numbers go up so high, then where was that? What was that about? Was he the reason that hip hop was down? Which I'm not saying that he's not, but I'm just saying because I remember this. But right before the battle, hip hop was already moving toward a dead state, or people was already saying that the market share was down, all X, Y, Z. Like this ain't nothing I'm making up. So when 2024 hit, because of that event, it was such a that breathed so much life back into hip hop. So now when you hear people come back and say, "Oh, just because Drake ain't active, music is boring." So what was all that in 2023? And mind you, he has dropped music since the battle. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm not, and I'm just saying, like, for people to just come out with this narrative that just because Drake ain't active, the whole state of hip hop is down. Like that's completely false because it was already there. That battle just breathed life into it for the next 2 years because that's all really we've been talking
you a
about.
numbers guy, bro?
I just about to say that. Okay,
What's the numbers?
Are you a numbers guy?
I am. What's the numbers?
So I know we on camera. I never want to like make you look like, you know what I'm saying? What's the numbers? You feel my beat, bro. But when Drake in the game, that's why it looks different because when Drake's in the game, the numbers look beautiful. It doesn't reflect the whole game, but Drake's numbers look beautiful every time. You know what I'm saying? So like when he dropped some sex songs for you, they did numbers. When he dropped
it's sold less than Kendrick though.
All right, cool, but
so
Darrell,
I'm saying,
like,
what's the argument though?
You said the rap game look bad, like because he dropped though, and he didn't that. No, his numbers look beautiful, but when he's in the field contributing to everybody else, the game looks better. On some selfish shit, Drake. Wait, on some selfish shit, Drake can say, "When I drop, we do good for rap." Hey, no, but it's like for everybody else, like when it's different from him dropping by himself or even dropping with Black Boy JB or with and he owe Future to he from Memphis, right? He owe Moneybagg Yo a feature. You know what I'm saying? It's different. When he doesn't do these type of things to the economy looks bad. Of course, when he drop, he looks good. He drop with fucking Party Next Door, bro. Like R&B niggas don't do good at all, period. But when he drop with him, man, Party ain't never dropped over 180 a week, first week. You feel me?
Can I ask you something too?
But I'm
that's-
not. But see, this the thing though. I'm not disputing that he don't. Which I've said in the text that I've never disputed that he don't stimulate the economy. I just said that in facts that in 2023 rap experienced a notable decline in mainstream. Drake was a part of that. Drake was active during that time period. So if we talking about, if we take 2023 and compare it to now, and you say if rap took a notable decline back in 2023, and then fast forward 2026 and say rap is taking a decline, and now people are saying the only reason why rap is taking a decline is because Drake ain't active. So what was the 2023? And that was prior to that was prior to the battle when rap had dipped in the market share like 25%. So if we talking about numbers, let's start there. Hold on. If we talk about numbers, let's start right there.
Hey, T-Will, can I ask you something though?
I think you take it. I think you moved the goalpost because Drake
I didn't move the goalpost because that's what I said in the beginning in the chat. That's what my whole point is in the chat. Look at my chat text message and then come back and holler at me because that's what I said.
Hey, T-Will. So you know I'm more numbers guy than you, but so I understand what you saying, but it's kind of like I'm gonna revert back to sports with anything, just like you be doing hood movies.
Stop.
No, nigga. So it's like the NBA, right?
Yeah, Willie gonna say something by Friday.
So it's like the NBA, right? And y'all correct me if I'm wrong. If I am, it may not be a good analogy. But hold on, Smooth. I'm about to start roasting. I'm about to start roasting this nigga, man. But it's like the NBA. So they been took a decline. But what would it be without LeBron? Steph, you see what I'm saying? It's kind of in that way. It's like, well, LeBron was still playing while the NBA was taking a decline, but yet we still got to talk about them to keep them numbers somewhat there. So if you saying it took a 25% drop, with Drake, imagine without Drake. You see what I'm saying? So if the NBA went down with LeBron, god damn, what we gonna do when this nigga retire?
So is it safe to say he contribute to the downfall then? If you're spinning it like that?
You can say that, you cannot say that. I'm not here to combat with you. I'm just saying it's like I'm just giving you an analogy, right? Because LeBron James, no matter how old he is, he's still the leading topics is on every sports show. It's Cowboys, Lakers, Chiefs. And Chiefs can be out, and I'm not talking about just because I'm a Chiefs fan, but that's just because we just had and Eagles, Cowboys, Lakers, Chiefs, Eagles. Them your first 4 topics on any sports show unless something else happened, right? So even though basketball took a decline, you still talking about let's add LeBron. So now LeBron on the Lakers, so you know that's going to be even expanded. So what I'm saying is, yes, basketball then took a decline, but what would that motherfucker be without the Lakers plus the LeBron? You see what I'm saying? That's why the Lakers won't get.
These are the things I'm not disputing though. I'm not disputing that. The only thing I've said in my stance is if somebody says because Drake has not been active, that's the reason rap is down.
That's a fair statement to me though. That's a fair statement.
So
I mean, it ain't absolutely correct, but I'm
gonna tell you why it's fair, Willie.
Yeah, it's fair though. Yeah.
It's the same shit with the NBA. Ain't nobody took his place.
Facts.
So what about? But he was active in 2023, and Kendrick was. Everybody was so wild.
But that goes to 2 points. He put up numbers when he dropped. You keep acting like the numbers changed when he dropped.
But see, no. But see, this is the thing. I'm not disputing Drake numbers. I'm not disputing that he
he was the only person who put up numbers then. Outside of Kendrick and the beef, he was the only person that put up numbers.
And that may be so. All I'm saying is because of the battle that because of the
It
battle,
revived hip hop.
it revived hip hop. Otherwise, it's going right. It's all hip hop is doing is reverting right back to where it was right before the battle. That's all I'm saying. That's
I
it.
agree with that.
And that's
I agree
it.
with that.
Nothing else.
I don't think it revived it. I think it's like
Well, no, it
It
definitely
breathed a whole lot of life
it
into
Nah,
it.
it killed
it
it,
spiked
bro.
the declining market, and now it's plateauing.
I think you
right?
gotta no. I think when y'all say revive is different from a surge, right? It's just like if I come out with a product for a certain market and I get a surge, but then there's a dip. It don't mean that it revived. You just got a surplus. I mean, a surge,
Resurgence.
a
Yeah,
resurgence.
that's
But-
basically what it
Revive
was.
is
then-
like shit. Now we back on top, and it's a constant go. Nigga, that was a surge. If you look like at a chart, it's like
Yeah, I agree with that.
But
there,
you can
then
say
like
that though. You can say that. You can say that, Dink, because look, after the beef, right? Kendrick dropped, J. Cole dropped, Drake dropped. So you can say it technically revived hip hop.
It was a surge. That's what I'm saying. Revive is a whole
Nah,
different
Hell
thing.
no.
Revive is a whole different thing.
You can't say revive because those same guys gonna do what they do every time they
Facts.
drop.
That's the LeBrons. You talking about LeBrons?
But
you can really say
but-
LeBron, Steph, and who KD. That's what.
KD.
But see, y'all talking about specific players, right? We talking about hip hop as a whole. It revived hip hop as a whole because the numbers were declining.
No.
That's all
We're
I'm saying.
saying that we're talking about no matter what LeBron James jersey gonna sell. KD went to 40 teams.
It don't matter about LeBron.
No, listen.
It's the
Before you
NBA.
understand
We
what I'm
talking
saying.
about the NBA declining.
I know that, but we're saying y'all talking about the main characters of a declining league or a declining market. So y'all saying that you said, oh, well, that called for revival. J. Cole dropped, this dude dropped. And what we're saying is that them the main players anyway. That's just like me saying, oh, Lil Wayne dropped. I mean, come on, bro. Like Smooth, you say that came from the nostalgia or whatever. So what I'm saying, that's not reviving is saying, like, let's say Walmart plummeted. And then next thing you know, they get this, and then they back to being Walmart.
That's what we saying.
No,
Let me
that's what I'm saying.
hold on,
Hip hop
hold
plummeted.
on. Let me Willio, what's your point? What's your point in what you're saying though?
This is all that I'm saying. My point came strictly from Game when he was saying ever since Drake has not been active, hip hop has he's basically was saying I might have to look at the clean, but
he didn't say that. He didn't say that.
well, hold on. There is a narrative. Hold on. There is a narrative going around that because Drake is not active, that's the reason hip hop is down. That is a narrative that is floating around the internet.
Say that, bro. He didn't say that.
Okay.
He specifically said the club. He said the club. He was talking about club music.
Right.
That's a big difference.
Okay. I don't go to clubs, so I don't know. So,
Well, no, but I'm saying I'm
yeah.
talking about what Willie. I mean, not Willio, but what Game was talking
saying.
about was the clubs has declined.
Okay.
We don't have no hits in the clubs and shit like that.
Everybody be on their phone and shit.
So do you think that's fair?
Well, I don't know
that's
because I don't go
incorrect
to
to say.
clubs. I don't go to clubs.
I
However,
think Game is out of touch.
yeah, I would say that a little bit too. I would say that a little bit too.
Like niggas is playing NBA YoungBoy. Then they got this nigga in the theater. These motherfuckers going crazy.
Yeah, I would say
And
Game
the
is a little
movie
out of touch,
theater.
too.
No, I think Game is out of touch. You got Glorilla, you got Lotto, you got Sexy Red, you got Boss Man D-Lo, you got
That's my boy right now.
NBA YoungBoy. Like you got niggas that is dropping, and that's in the club. The Game is probably talking about West Coast clubs. We know West Coast don't make club music, but where the club is the club. You got hits.
Hey, YoungBoy
But
gonna get
I guess they want them top 40 rap hits. And then probably them parties that they be in, you know, like y'all ever went somewhere out the country, right? And you go to the club and you listen to the music, you be like, damn, it's cool, but if I was on the coast, or if I'm somewhere where they play real rap, it gonna be a way different curation of music, right?
But I think that's what we talking about though. I think Game, because I think he get paid to go to the club. You're like, damn, the vibe different now. And it's like I don't see what I'm used to. You know what I'm saying? And mind you, on the coast, first off, every person you name that you just named, Aristotle, and none of these are getting played down here. They gonna play Boosie and Webby. You feel me? So it's like he's speaking about his experience. So it's like, damn.
But I mean, hasn't Drake dropped
Y'all,
music
y'all,
since
y'all
the
turn
battle
y'all
Talking
back
about
though?
the clubs that
on
he still
Drake,
going
man.
to.
The club look different from my club experience. Look different now. You feel me?
So time hold
I
up
think that's
too.
what he was speaking on.
Y'all ain't playing that young boy on the club. I mean the coast.
Nah,
I don't
But
really go out, but I'm
I'm just
saying, but
saying though, he
no, so
has
you probably
dropped
But I
hit.
since
know
the
what Two
battle
saying.
though.
Two saying they gonna play some Boosie and Webbing, like some. It ain't gonna be
On the
like
coast,
new.
hell yeah.
Yeah, boy, I fuck with young boy, but boy, if I hear some young boy playing, it's time for me to go. Respectfully.
Nigga, what? I'm looking
Right.
for my wallet. I'm
Time
looking
out,
for
hold
my
up, hold up,
wallet.
Bill.
I'm finna
So
close my
it ain't time to
tab.
go. They play set it
Look,
off, but you gotta run when young boy get played. That's crazy.
It's
I
a
mean, but you
different. It's
gotta
a
think about
different.
you,
But
you
know what I'm
gotta think
saying?
about this the
YB got
crowd.
a different set it off.
Right. My crowd is
It's
sending my
young set it
crowd
off,
going
yeah.
like we 35 and up gonna be
Yeah.
rocking that
And
set
they
it off.
got 35 and up, probably got kids.
They got
Some of
kids.
them got grandkids. Some of them, you know what I'm
Boy,
saying? Like, so
if
it's
I
a
hear
different type of crowd than a
if I
NBA
hear
young
that pull
boy.
up in that mother,
You
I'm gonna
gone.
be dashed. I'm gonna be gone. I'm
Out,
gonna be
bitch.
gone.
Nigga, man. Man. I'm in the club with folks that got a salary or some shit. Like, dog, I know
Man,
motherfuckers ain't trying to risk it.
Now,
Right.
I'm
Man,
And
you in
saying,
the
see,
club.
I guess
two,
here's
two.
my question.
And we
Exactly.
party with people like that, so the music is gonna be way different. So they're looking to hear a
That's why
Drake.
I get it. I get it.
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like,
Oh,
you
man, I
feel
don't know
me?
how we
It's
I
a
got
ain't
here
different
mad
though.
if you call
generation.
me on no more,
I
bro.
know the topic was, is this Drake? We think this Drake's most important album, and I know it kind of got here
You ain't say
to
yours,
where
Bill.
where it went.
Gotta
He
wait
did.
for
He
her.
did
Oh,
answer.
you did? Okay.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
set it up for another one. Smooth flick.
So I don't know,
I
man.
was just letting Willio get his point off.
But that's all I had to say though. I just think rap is reverting back to where it was. I don't think because Drake has been absent, which I wouldn't say that he hasn't been absent since the battle, but I think it's just going back to where it was. Because hip hop was taking a downward turn right before the battle, and then that battle just gave it new life. Like the whole world just started paying attention to,
Yep.
like, so much so that like could no other artist get no shine. I remember Deuce, and this probably might be off subject. The dude from Memphis, I think he from Memphis, but he be dancing all the time.
Blind boy JB.
This might be off topic.
Blind boy JB.
Off topic.
He was just talking about how, dang man, can y'all let somebody else drop? I mean, he probably was halfway trolling a little bit, but I'm sure a lot of artists felt that way because them boys had so much eyes on them, and they always been the bigger main attraction anyway. Them three, you know what I'm
That's what we
saying?
were
So
telling you though.
when this whole when I'm not disputing that. I'm
True.
just saying all I'm saying is rap is going back to where it was prior to the beef. That's all I'm saying. That's it.
And
Where
I don't think Drake can
where
save
was
it.
it?
I don't think Kendrick can save it.
It was
I don't
that
think Cole can
it took a
save it.
dip.
I just think the shit finna
That's
just
where it was.
Bro,
it's gonna be a sub genre.
first off, let's get something straight, right? Let's get something straight. And I know we about to go to the next subject, but bro, people been talking about saving hip hop for the past 20 plus years. Like Wayne was was living on that slang, on that sentence, right? So that shit ain't nothing new. So let's start acting like that
I
shit
mean,
new.
yeah,
Like,
people, yeah, nah, but see, that's different. When people talking about, um, uh, hip hop was dead back then, they was talking about a certain type of content, a certain type of music that was being made within hip hop,
yeah, I
but
get
they
that.
wasn't
But I'm saying
necessarily.
it's always what I understand is different takes on why hip hop dying. I'm just saying in general, people been on that trail. But all I'm saying is
Right.
this: you always
But it
had your
still
main.
doesn't negate the fact. It still doesn't negate the fact that hip hop is dying. And it's just like a garden, right? If you don't pick a weed will continuously grow and create new weeds. And soon you won't have no crop. You won't have no fruit, no vegetation, right? And so I think they were trying to stop it before it got to this point. Cause now what do we have in hip hop?
I mean,
So you think
I
that
think
beef
it's
was
I think
manufactured? Hold on, that's what
it's
you're
the
saying?
opposite
No,
side of that.
not the beef. I'm talking about what Dink was saying. Like
Oh, okay.
people been trying to save hip hop a long time ago because I think niggas foresaw where it was going. Like, it was becoming drug addict music, people overdosing. You influencing kids to be shooters, murderers. Like, you get what I'm saying?
Nigga, they
I
been
mean, but
influencing niggas.
I don't.
Hey,
I always
hey,
can't
look,
necessarily agree with that part though, because I think
let me
our
give a rock
elders,
star, bro.
our elders kind of like
Whoa.
led the younger generation down a certain path when it comes to the music. So if you
I
go
think-
back, go ahead.
I think for a certain point, once we don't know where it goes with, because none of us know where to take it, but we love it so much. Like, bro, I think Common said like he can pinpoint when he fell in love with hip hop. But if it's a nigga out here that's carrying it well, and it looks good chart wise. He pouring back into the community with these young niggas. He giving them niggas the platform. Who the fuck are we to try to stop this nigga, dog? Like, if we all look, bro, let that nigga rock. You feel me? We stop him, then now we like, oh shit, hip hop dead. No,
Well,
it was a nigga that was. It was a nigga that
I
tried to
don't think
carry that
nobody
shit on
can
his
stop
back.
him though.
well, I think too. I think you
I
absolutely
think,
right.
but
You
I think
absolutely
now he
right
can say
too.
fuck it.
You absolutely right too. But the problem is he not black, so that's gonna always be a problem for the black community because Drake is a half breed, so they're not gonna ever accept what
Nah,
you
they pick
saying.
and choose.
And
on
he
that.
not even American too.
They
So
they
you know
pick
they
and
gonna
choose
They're
on
not
that. When
gonna
it come
ever
to
accept that.
blackness,
So
I
that's
think they
Bro,
pick and choose.
but
and
shit,
then two.
I think I got the perfect response to that because
you
no,
can have the
rock out
perfect
there. What you
response,
gotta
but
say?
the consensus gonna be what the
Yeah.
consensus is.
Yeah,
And then you always gonna
I
have a
get it.
nigga out there who think, because the nature of hip hop is a sport, right? Battle rap is it's a sport. You always gonna think it's a nigga out there that's better than you and a nigga that's gonna try you. So that's just the nature of the
What's your
sport.
point though? Too. What was your point? Your pushback.
I think if Meek Mill went against Kendrick, it'd have been different. Oh no, he not. His mom white, dog. He grew up like this and the third. I just talked to a girl like before I got in here like I was asking, man, you think we should talk about the Meg Thee Stallion situation? She was like, well, it depends if y'all come on with a different angle. But I was like, yeah, nah, he ain't gonna look right. Cool, we ain't gonna do that. But like, as far as Drake, like, nah, he grew up with a white mom. This shit don't matter and all this and the third. But at the same time, it's like, I think same situation. Like, cool, you went to like you from Gula, but you went to Resurrection. We can eliminate a lot of people, but now and then we say like, oh damn, it sound bad. We say, no, you talk like a white person. Oh no, you from Oak Springs. Now we eliminating a lot of black people like just because that you like damn. I know when I say you sound white, I'm not talking about you.
type shit.
I'm not saying that you you're educated. I'm just saying you just literally sound like a white person. My tone,
Nah, I
if I
get
get on the phone, hey, what's up, fam? Or hey, I can say, hey, how you doing? I sound black. Hey, the voice, not the tone, not my dictation. Well, not my
Jeez.
the words I'm using. It just sound like you white, bro. But when we use that shit, or we say that shit, we move the cone from this to that. So it's I don't know. It's kind of like disheartening because like, dog, when does it make sense, or when do we use it? We use it when we want to use it.
That's
Because
right.
know what I'm saying?
I
We
agree with
can,
that.
like I said, we can use like people from Oak Springs or from go to Resurrection. Oh nah, you ain't go to Pascal High School, so you ain't black. That shit trash. You feel me?
Yeah.
But
And they do
that's
that.
how we do though.
But it
Too.
was,
And,
but
and,
no,
you know,
but,
and
As a culture, that's what we do.
it's
And
but
so
motherfuckers
the
was
only way to combat
clapping
that
and
too,
shit when it was Drake though. You feel me?
the only way to combat that, right? Okay, so if I talk white and then such nigga be like, oh boy, you white. But if a nigga check me and I stand on business, then that's the only way you can validate your blackness.
Man,
if that makes
get
sense,
the
right?
fuck out of here, cause the nigga got
Facts.
checked and he stood on business, and y'all still ain't
But he
accept.
ain't validated because
to
you
me,
supposed
but
to knock
to
this
me,
nigga
honestly,
out. Like,
I personally don't think that even should have came up. And I get
hold
it.
on.
Hold on.
It's just like a fight in the hood, right? If a hood nigga pick on a nigga at school, he nerd, got glasses, and do his work. If that nerd nigga beat the hood nigga ass, everybody gon' cheer and celebrate this nigga because it was like, okay, you stood on business. So that was Drake. That was Drake's chance to stand on business, to like show, yeah, nigga, I am who I say I am. I am from the culture. But what it looked like is what Kendrick was saying, like, nigga, you go home and go get tuna bagels and shit. And you code switch when you get home around your mama and shit. That's what it basically looked like, because you ain't stand on business. And that's the
What I'm
only way
saying,
you
bro,
can
you don't.
validate your, I guess, your street cred, your blackness, your hood card, is if a nigga check you, if a nigga try to pull your card, you gotta stand on business. And that's how it has always been in the black
I
community
ain't going for that,
and
bro.
hip hop. But two,
You
that's just like if a nigga be
could
like,
be a
oh
hoe
man,
ass
you
nigga and
ain't
still
really
be
from
black,
Gula.
bro. Like,
And
you
then
ain't
you
got
start
no
naming
fight
all
to
the
be
streets
black,
in
bro.
Gula. You start telling niggas like, you feel me? That's how we operate as a black culture, right?
No,
A nigga
that's
always
how
gonna
y'all
test your
operate.
blackness.
I'm black.
Nah,
I
you ain't
do
gotta
feel
be.
as a black
You ain't
culture
gotta
we
be a
kind of
tough
But
pick
nigga
and
Dink,
to be
you do
choose.
from.
I
operate
do
like
kind
that
of feel
though,
like we
Dink.
do that a little bit.
See, I
Dink,
don't.
you know when the nigga like, you know for a
Nah, we
fact,
do,
Dink,
man.
we
We do
all
that a little
operate
bit.
like that. Like,
No,
I don't
I
care
done got
how
my car
elevated we
pulled before,
are,
but if
how
you ain't harming me, I'm cool. I don't know.
But
hold on, you say
you would
what,
never
Dink?
call
Say
a
it again,
dark
Dink.
skinned nigga not black.
Facts. Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Right. Like I
That
can
ain't,
like
bro.
And not only that, it's the fact that we don't
That
call
shit
other
whack.
people
Next one,
out.
man.
I also think we don't say the same thing about other rappers who can easily be put in the same position. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got other rap, you got Lotto, you got J. Cole, you got Logic, you got even Saweetie. You know, I think she's like half something. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got all these people and they're running around saying the nigger, they run around saying N-word. You know what I'm saying? And nobody cares about that. But Drake is the most loved, most hated person, and people are gonna, they're gonna go out their way to pick on him. You know what I'm saying? And with the angle that, and I never really heard people come with that angle until Kendrick, like, again, the battle was such a big thing. I think Kendrick, that was a good angle for him to come, battle wise. I'm just saying battle wise, to try to win, to get over on your opponent. He did a good, I think, and I hate to say that, but he did a good job at turning people against Drake. You know what I'm saying, by doing what he did on not like us, and it was more digestible than the Heart Part 6. Sometimes I kind of feel like if a record can be a little too technical battle wise, sometimes people come back like a year or two later and be like, nah, this person actually won. Sometimes if a battle is more digestible, and I kind of feel that way even with real battle, and I'm not saying that wasn't a real battle, but like when you go battle raps, like just face to face with opponent, sometimes if the rap, or if it's good and if it's digestible, sometimes it hits you quicker than what the other person would do, versus it being so technical. It might just fly off your head and you be like, nah, that ain't it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I think it worked in your favor. For in Kendrick's case, he made it plain. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think with the Heart Part
I'm gonna
6,
say this
I think
before
you
we go
really
to the
had to
next
really
subject.
really listen to it.
I'm gonna say this before we go to the next subject. Didn't nobody, I'm mind quick. Didn't nobody turn against Drake. Only thing that happened was the people that wanted to go against Drake felt like they had a louder voice. That's all that was, bro.
You think so? Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I wouldn't say that, because Drake got more
Yeah.
fans.
Now, I agree with that. I agree. Now that I agree with.
The people that wanted a downfall from Drake, it's just like me as a LeBron James hater. I'm waiting till that nigga fail. I'm a hater. I agree that he's still one of the GOATs. I'm not an idiot, but he won that battle, and so it was a bigger voice for them to yell. That's why. So if he would have lost that much,
so I'm gonna say this. All right, so we done rambled off topic for about 30, 45 minutes.
45.
No, but listen, in your head, you got to ask yourself, am I saying something that we have not repeated? And that way we can just move on.
We definitely have.
Like it ain't really a lot of topics this pod, but at the same time, like, this is a good time to say, like, we ain't really said nothing that we ain't said
Exactly.
already.
Right.
I hate that battle.
That battle been
really
so
like
much
the
of a
point Willio.
resurgence. Go ahead.
I like the resurgence, like the hip hop is
No,
dying.
it is, but at the same time, like, sometimes we just gotta just move on.
That battle has kicked off.
If that's the case, we might well start talking about Shador again too. You heard me?
Yeah.
Nah,
hey,
that don't.
so scams, and pyramid schemes, we done all fell. Thought that was a fun.
Victor.
Oh, I know. I done fell for some. Let me.
That everybody was on that
Victor.
Forex shit. That Forex, whatever, M2M, what it is.
What the fuck is M2M?
Money marketing or some shit, the Forex shit.
He fell for it.
Where you gotta get somebody
I
on
ain't
your
never
team.
fell for it, but I seen a lot of people post that shit. Like where you join my Forex group and we're gonna give you trades or whatever. It was just like a MLM, like a multi-level marketing scheme to where
Drewski made a skit about it.
He did make a skit about the Forex.
He was doing.
Yeah,
I ain't
and they
seen
had
that.
like little memes and shit.
He said,
Have y'all boys,
he said,
any of y'all boys
like
ever
a
went to a
cult.
Forex meeting?
I never been to a
I don't know
Forex.
Forex. I ain't never heard that one. I know the
Yeah,
pyramid.
so I went to the Forex shit, and they it's basically like no different from all this other shit, but like basically they one of my homeboys, he hit me, and he one of my homeboys who had nigga ain't even my homeboy for real,
He
but a
hit you.
nigga, yeah, he hit me, was like, hey man, you wanna come to this event? And I was like, shit, all right, cool, you know what I'm saying? But this around the time like when niggas ain't you really just you looking for something.
Right.
You looking for your next fucking play. You know what I'm saying? And so shit, you know, I'm like, I bet, you know. And so he pitching it to me like, man, these niggas getting money. They getting money, bro. So he showed me a nigga Instagram, nigga popping bottles, niggas at, you know, what I know now is Airbnbs and rental homes and shit like that. So I'm like, I bet, let's go. So then we get to the spot. And then like I'm gonna tell you when you know you at a fucking when you know you at a pyramid scheme or a seminar for some shit, and they be like, man, you niggas ain't getting no money. You niggas don't think right. You know what I'm saying? You niggas ain't got the right capacity of mind, and you just being that bitch like, damn, I'm fucking up. That's when you know you had a fucking pyramid scheme. Cause look, them pyramid schemes, they ain't gonna tell you to play. They not gonna show you how to get the money. They gonna tell you your mindset fucked up. And you gonna be in that bitch like, damn, I'm really fucked up.
Hey, Smooth, they told you was thinking small.
I'd have been in one of those.
Right. Hey, look. So I went to a rich dad, poor dad. Nigga, I done probably touched all these schemes. I done probably went to every seminar. So I went to one seminar, and the dude, he was sitting on the front row. Nigga, like, and the dude, he just kept telling us, like, you gotta change your mental. You gotta do all this stuff. And so really what he was doing, he was trying to get us to like be ready to pay the money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The $30,000, whatever it is. The nigga is sitting on the front row. He like, hey man, I get all that mental shit, nigga. But nigga, how y'all gonna show me how to
Make the money. Right. That's the question, nigga.
And guess what they told him? That's tomorrow.
Right. Just stringing people along. Nah, you know, I done kind of been when I was going to Mobile, USA, I had found myself trying to, you know, compete in one of those type of things, but then I realized what I was into. It was like we were selling, they was trying to do paralegal services, or if I remember correctly, it was something like that. But what you do is you get people to sign up, they'll pay you X amount of dollars, but then you get more money if you can get people to not only come to the meeting, but sign up to become a part of the you know, to basically be a recruiter and go out there and, you know, spread their company or whatever. So that was my little experience in something like that, as far as like a little pyramid
That's the
scheme.
only one you done been a part of?
That's the only one. And that's and I'm gonna tell you, that's actually how I started recording. That's actually how I started recording my first little mixtape, Cash Flow, because they gave me this book called Cash Flow by Robert Kiyosaki. So I read it and I was just kind of inspired by it. And I said, you know what, I'm gonna flip it and I'm gonna make it my own thing. You know, money. I say I got a flow that's gonna bring me cash, and then I had put a whole little acronym to it, like Cash Flow stand for champions always show heart, fulfilling life on wisdom. So that was just where that whole little experience, that's where that inspiration came from, off my little mixtape.
The whole spill came from that.
I will say, if you if you smart enough to like not get buy into the money side of it, the mental side of it is very fucking valuable.
Yeah, it'll spark some other stuff definitely. So then that's where that whole cash flow idea came from. Robert Kiyosaki, his meant something different, but I was like, oh, I like that. But I was like, okay, I'm gonna make me an album where it's about me having flow or having the type of flow that's gonna bring me money, cash flow. And then I said I'm gonna make an acronym.
So look, I'm gonna tell y'all this little story. So I did the rich dad poor dad shit, right? So I went to both. I went to both days. I think I probably paid about $600-700. So mind you, I had quit my job at this time.
Look at that Dink face immediately.
Fucking
He's out the street.
But Robert Kiyosaki supposed to be smooth though.
Think about it.
Nigga trying to find a way out,
$600-700.
man.
That ain't nothing, bro. It was the total program was $30,000. So what they did was after we was finished with the 2 days, they took us to the outside and they was like, yo, are you interested in like paying for the whole program? And I was like, shit, I don't got no money. So what they did was they put me on this shit called Sprout.com. And so basically Sprout.com, you put your social security number in and nigga, they send your shit to every fucking credit card system there is. So nigga, I got approved for about $20,000-$30,000 that day in credit cards. Credit cards, nigga.
Hey, send it. You said
nigga,
what? Send it to me.
Hold on. No. So nigga, I went to the bathroom and didn't go back. Yeah. I took all the fucking credit card and nigga, the whole summer, the rest of the year, I lived off them fucking credit cards because I didn't have a job and I was in real estate.
Right.
But so shit, I took that whole little scheme that they were trying to put me on.
They gave you some game for you to survive until you. Yeah, that's what's up.
Now don't get me wrong. Them cars went bankrupt. All them cars went delinquent. all them shits went delinquent. But see, nigga, I was balling wild.
Right. Hey. Sometimes it be like that. Sometimes you get a little bit of knowledge in one thing and then it'll carry you over to your next project or to your next, you know what I'm saying? So that's, that was my little story. And that's definitely your story as well on a more bigger scale. You know what I'm saying? So that's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
So it's crazy that.
But did that shit spark something big? I mean, for Willio, it did. It sounded like he gave him an idea. He came up with a whole album around it. Mm-hmm. My nigga Smooth probably still paying some of them credit cards.
Man. I paid that off. I'm in debt again on some other shit, but I paid that shit off. I paid because I used that whole time period. I used that shit to because I quit my job. Mm-hmm. I used all them credit cards to pay my bills while I got my real estate license. So I didn't have to have no job because I had all the goddamn credit cards. So I was paying my bills and then I was using cash advances to get the check from the fucking from the credit card companies. I was getting cash advances. So cash advance check, you get cash. Now you get taxed an extra percentage on the fucking money, but you get the actual money in hand. Mm-hmm. So I was taking.
You made it made sense.
Yeah. So I took that shit and I paid my bills with that shit.
God's looking out for you, brother. That's what it sounds like. God working mysterious ways, man. Nigga. And he did it the right way. Hold on. And he did it the right way. Hold on. Let me say this, because he was scamming. He actually came back and paid them people. A lot of times, like I was just watching Sean Cotton today from Say Cheese. He was talking about how a lot of people finna get dead in about them PPP loans. You know what I'm saying? Even after all these years.
That's my next question.
Even after all these years later. So, a lot of people, I'm sure it was helpful for some people, but a lot of people, they did the wrong things with, with the money that they ended up getting. And
Speaking of the wrong thing with the money, bro, I remember I got my first credit card, bro. I'm fresh out of college. Man, I'm working at CPS, my first job. I got me a little Challenger. That bitch got the Hemi in it. That bitch got the Hemi in it. You know what I mean? I'm going to work every day. Yeah. And my dog Kevin, bro. Shout out to my dog Kevin Allen. Still my dog to this.
Heavyweight champ, knockout king.
Oh, yup. Man, my dog Kevin said, man, these folk giving out real money on these credit cards, bro. You need to apply for one. So I'm like, which one, bro? Which one? He like, man, you need to go and apply for Capital One. I'm like, all right, bet. So we in the office, we at work. We at office, man. I log on my little government computer. I probably ain't supposed to say all that, but log in on my little government, put in my little social, my little birthday, my little $40,000 our little annual salary I'm making at the time. But them folk done approved me for 10 racks. Boy, I left work that day. I left work and I called out the next day. Boy, I went straight to Biloxi Mall. Boy, when I tell
What
you,
you do in
boy,
Biloxi Mall, bro?
man, boy, you would thought I was Boosie or somebody in there that day.
Oh my
Nigga,
goodness.
I had 4 pair of forces. Nigga, I had jerseys. Man, I think I even told 2 to come to the mall real quick. But I was like,
But that nigga Bill told me, you remember them olive green 5s? You can't really get them nowhere. He said, man, I know your favorite color, green and purple. Shit, they got some green J's, bro. I'm gonna buy them bitches for you.
man,
About
look,
them olive green
It's
orange.
funny. The nigga card declined, but he said, damn,
Crazy.
my bad, bro. I
Bro.
got them for you tomorrow, though.
Right, bro. But you know, I don't know why I didn't make the connection that I was gonna have to pay all this money back at some point. And I can
We didn't learn that growing up, bro.
And I'm gonna tell you
right.
why. I think a part of that reason was because even though we was in school, like we'll get them refund checks. We wasn't even we was not thinking about paying that mess back. You feel me? Like when I got when I seen $2,000 from school, like that at that time, that was the most money I held in my hand at that time. That was the most money I've held in my hand at one time. So like,
man,
after we pay our little rent, you still got like money left or whatever, nigga. I went to the mall. I bought shoes, this and that. I bought stuff. You know what I'm saying? And it just felt
That
good
boy
to have
Willie
money.
O'Rand got them King Griffiths.
Man,
For real.
boy, I stayed having a fresh pair of Griffiths on my feet. Because that was my favorite shoe back then.
Hey, what
crazy
that
though.
still might be the biggest scam boy. I ain't gonna lie to you.
That's crazy
that
though,
should have
y'all
lasted you the
boys.
whole semester.
Yeah, it did. It did.
That's kind of crazy because I've never been I got credit cards now, but I never when I got credit cards and stuff, I never spent more than 10 to 20% because we always knew that shit would shoot your credit. So when I hear y'all say, I'm like, oh shit, damn. Yeah. But I knew if I had to apply for
shit, but you also went to Ridgeland, bro.
Hey, it'd be 10%
You was from
left to
Jackson, but
spend
you
on
went to
that
Ridgeland, bro.
business.
It's a
I
difference.
definitely didn't know. I wouldn't think about.
We from Gula.
I wouldn't think about nothing
we from
that,
Gula, bro.
that time, bro.
But I did. So to the subject about the scams though, I seen you put that on top of with Vector.
Nah, don't skip about that, bro.
The only time I fell for it, I was working at Sweet Peppers. That was like a sandwich spot or whatever. And I used to work at Sweet Peppers, and I won the top waiters though. Not no bragging, just shit. My personality. I'm talking and shit. So anyway, it was one dude that was there, white dude. Nigga was just like, man, your personality, man. You got personality that can make some money. So I'm just like, oh, well, appreciate it. Just make sure you leave that tip though. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. So he finished food. I brought last drink. You know what I'm saying? So then he left his number, no homo.
Too late.
Yeah, damn, I'm trying to get phone home counsel, but pause anyway. So he left his number talking about, hey, hit me up. I work for Vector, blah, you can make, money. So, that's why, side note, that's why I was looking at Smooth when he said he fell for the scam in Instagram years. I'm like, damn, nigga, you fell for that shit then. But so this before, Instagram may have been there, but I don't think it was prevalent like it is now, of course. But anyway, so he left the number. He was talking about, left a little note. Hey, we can meet at the office building, blah, blah, blah. So I take it back home to my folks, hey, mom, this dude talking about gay.
Boy, that nigga was flirting with you, boy. No. That nigga trying to take you out on a date.
Nah, so the shit said Victor.
Victor. Hold on. I hate to interrupt your story.
That nigga
interrupt that bitch.
That nigga finesse you out your panties, bro.
Who left his number is crazy.
I'm gonna leave this here. Do what you want with it.
It was his business number, dude. The card.
I don't give a fuck what it is.
Business card, dude.
I don't give a fuck what.
Hey, so what you say you did, Darrell?
You wild, bro.
That's crazy.
So y'all trying to tell me a nigga got hit on?
Me the nigga at a warehouse.
Somebody said no damn warehouse, nigga.
You done put a whole flavor on it.
Nigga said a warehouse.
Nah, you tripping, Dink.
Nigga ain't said no goddamn warehouse, nigga. It was his business.
Mind you,
It was
you
a Vector
6'3".
business
He thought it
card
was
with his
sweet.
number. And he said, reach out if you want to make more money or some shit. He said, I can't remember exactly what he said. Nigga trying to put me on the corner doing it.
He told you if you make some more money, you know where it's at.
Hold on. I'm thinking I'm getting
nigga, come talk to me like a
I'm thinking I'm getting scammed, nigga. Telling this story, I'm getting hit on, ain't it?
Right. You getting scammed, all right?
Yeah, niggas need their fathers, bro. God,
Nigga getting scammed out here draws. Hold on, bro. Hey, that was 20 plus years ago. I need to go find. Hey, bro. Hey, I need to talk to you, fam.
20 plus years ago.
But it was
you was fresh.
So shit. So
what about you, Darrell?
What about you, nigga? I ain't finished the story. So it was the Vector card. So it was the knife shit. Y'all know the knife shit.
Yeah.
So the knife shit,
Yeah.
and of course, you know, we in the meeting. So I invited my boy Ken. Ken came, and we was and then of course it was
Niggas had in the train. They ran the train.
they try to get us
crazy.
both together.
Hey, Ken, you come
bring
too.
a friend too.
Crazy.
If you got any more black friends,
I said, hell, like your friend.
I said, yeah, he got dreads too. Oh, even
All right, bro. You wild as hell.
Niggas play all day, bro.
oh shit.
fuck it,
It's
y'all
out the
got it,
mud.
man. It's out the mud, man. Y'all got it. Tell them what happened to you,
Conversation
dog.
with
Fuck
kids.
it, man. Nigga try to finish his story, got roasted again. You got it.
I got one after Darrell though.
I ain't never really joined no multi-level
niggas
marketing pyramid scheme. It was
Ain't talking about getting scammed. Nigga, whole rape victim out here.
What about to put you on SVU? What you talking about? That nigga trying to go to a bank. No, nigga, they finna go to the police station.
Yeah.
What is story bad from the setup?
Just change the
Hey,
subject.
nigga, say, hold on.
That's sweet peppers.
That's sweet.
He was sweet as hell.
yeah, shout out, man.
shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
shout out,
fuck,
man.
God damn.
Hey, you know what though? I would. Hey, this is that's wild, bro.
Niggas ain't gonna tell their story
No,
now.
you know what? One
Yeah,
scam.
just forget it.
You know one scam, bro. One scam, dog. On a kind of a serious tip, man. Them folk made me believe Michael Jackson was weird as hell, bro.
Oh,
And, like, I went and
propaganda
watched-
with TV and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, now that could be
bro.
scamming.
Bro, I fell for it. I ain't gonna lie, I fell for it big time.
What
Like,
made you
I did
fall
think
for it?
Mike was a little off
What you just seen?
and a little weird. Well, you know, I like honestly seeing this movie, bro. I went and saw it. It's a great film, by the way.
Damn, what?
The new Michael Jackson movie. Huh?
I say, well, what if that's propaganda?
I mean, it is, but it gave me a different perspective. Like it allowed me to look at it, like to take a step back and be like, okay, let me make room for something different. And it's just like, bro, I thought this man was so weird, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. And just like when you see the movie, it kind of gives context to a lot of the stuff that was really painted him in a negative light. It give context to a lot of the stuff, like, you know, him having Neverland and him showing up at just being around kids a lot. Not just young boys, but kids, period. So that was a scam. And then that nigga, that kind of make you step back and be like, damn, bro, I really kind of, like, what else have I fell for? Just going off of, you know, Mike, you know, Mike had it rough growing up. You on mute too.
That nigga seen that nigga Michael Jackson.
Man, I've been on mute for a minute then. Hey, but all right, Bill. So like just knowing how you feel about things, like just think about it. Do you think do you think Michael could survive this climate? True, right or wrong, true or false? Do you think if it came out now, will he be able to survive it?
Yes. You know what? I would say yes and no, because Mike now, Well, no, because he's still dealing with powers that's higher than him. You know what I mean? Mike was a pretty powerful dude when he was alive.
Look at Drake.
Exactly. Mike
not the same though, too.
Drake and Mike ain't.
I think they're two different things though.
Right. They can't compare them two. But I do believe that Michael Jackson would have fell victim to the same things that the rest of the world's fall to. But it's just now hearing it from another perspective and looking at it, it's like, oh snap. Like these folks really, like, man, when you look at Mike and like the stuff that he owned, the publishers, the rights, the music catalog that he owned, and like he was into a lot of stuff. So knowing what you know now about all these conspiracies and all of this, it's like, damn, okay, it makes sense why they would paint a picture of him a certain way. So I think that speaking of scams and then kind of leading on to what we was talking about, unfortunately,
That's crazy.
it just made me think of Mike in the movie. And you're right. It made me think of Mike in the movie, bro. That's a scam. I think that's a scam, boy. We've been hoodwinked. Mike is bro. I didn't know that dude was that talented. I know it's crazy. I know it's crazy, bro. And then hold on, let me tell you this about the movie too. His nephew play him in the movie.
Oh
and
shit!
Bro,
Really?
Oh, it's a nephew?
I ain't know that.
Yes,
That's hard. That's hard.
They've been talking about that.
no, I didn't know that.
No, I didn't know it, nigga. How am I supposed to know that?
And look, y'all, you see Thriller,
That's been a
right?
big seller. Like that's one of them reasons the movie's so popular.
Yeah, I missed that. I don't know.
I
missed
it
that.
too.
I missed that, bro. You know what it was for me, dog? You see Thriller and you see the video right now and you see it and it's like, man, it's dope, but it's all blurry and stuff. Like you don't see it. You know what I mean? Like in the movie, it looked like it's him in 8K and you just see him like, and it's like, bro, what?
They went
like,
back to the same exact spot that they shot it at. They went back to the same exact
bro.
spot
That stuff is mind blowing, dog. It's mind.
Yeah, we love Mike. We love Mike. I think. All right, y'all boys know. Y'all know where Mike from?
Mississippi.
Nigga from Gary, Indiana.
Mississippi.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. You know what? Yeah, let me shut the fuck up. Anyway. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Nah, it's just, I think that it shedded some light for me. I know people already probably knew this about Mike or whatever, but I'm just a casual. I was like, man, he talented or whatever, but nah, bro, that nigga was the truth. And I get it now. He just was a kid, bro, and even in his adult life. And he just like, man, his dad, he was forced. The way I interpreted it was he's forced to be on stage as a young kid. His daddy, Joseph, was, oh man, I think me and Smooth were talking about this earlier too. Like, man, his daddy was hard on him, super hard on him. But oh man, like his daddy was hard on him because he saw his greatness. And as a father, maybe he did go overboard. But boy, if you see your kid got extraordinary talent, you owe it to him, if you love him, to be super hard on him. You owe it to him because you see where he can go.
But knowing what we know now, do you?
Huh?
But knowing what we know now, do you owe it to him?
I think that's the question that you go to sleep and debate with yourself about. Like Mike doesn't look at Joe Jackson as the perfect father. But like, do you want to be the perfect father, or do I want to like dedicate myself into be a great father in my head and push him to the shit that I couldn't do? And like, I love like you. I think like they go to the point like, bro, you don't love all your kids the same. You feel me? But like this nigga here, it's like, damn, do I be regular with him or do I push him because he can be so much, like what Bip was saying? You feel me?
I don't think that means you don't love your kids the same though.
I was gonna say the same thing.
I don't. No. Damn, I was looking at my phone like I'm talking to the phone, like instead of computer. But I think but if the kid don't want it, to push him, you kind of got down, put more effort into this kid than the next kid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then how do you you can't balance, like, damn, bro. Like
you on mute.
I love you the same, but dog, he the one.
Let's get this point off.
You know what I'm saying? You can't really balance telling this kid that I love you the same, but he the one. I gotta push him. You know what I'm saying? It's not even just it doesn't have to be monetary wise, but it's like Michael Jackson's motherfucking like once a lifetime type situation. You feel me? So it's like, I don't know. I think it's like a situation for everybody. The kid that see him, like, I know your brother, like, yeah, damn, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he is the one. You know what I'm saying? So it's uncomfortable for everybody, but it's like, damn, I know motherfuckers point their finger at Joe Jackson. I ain't seen the movie yet, so I can't speak for everything. But it's like, damn, what the fuck was he supposed to do? You feel me?
What was he supposed to do? Right? I think Joe, he went a little bit too far because he was still trying to dictate Mike when he was a grown man. That's where he went too far. Like,
I ain't gonna
didn't
lie
know
though.
the
That
Pepsi
shit,
deal when he got his hair burnt. That was
this shit kind of crazy coming from Bill.
that was because of a play Joseph.
What you mean?
I mean, with him being the mental health person, I mean, it sound kind of, not saying that you saying this, but somebody on the outside looking in that don't really know you, but they hear the, myconnect.com, and it sound like you giving Joe Jackson an excuse for whooping that nigga ass all the time. It's like, well, shit, that nigga forgetting me, Michael Jackson. So it's like,
I think you're being too harsh, and also I feel like you're being disrespectful to me. But I get what you're saying though in the same breath.
Damn, how many disrespect to your ass too?
Nigga, bro. I don't say no offense to, but I feel like you're being disrespectful. Not like to that extent, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like niggas ain't. I don't want to say on the pod, but like niggas, fathers and shit. You feel me? But you know what I'm saying? But I think it's just a weird situation to be in. Like, damn, how do I gauge this situation?
Yeah. I think Dink. I think for me, Dink.
Hold on. So you were saying like he being disrespectful in the sense that you're not a father?
Like my opinion don't matter. Like Bill, because
I don't think Dink was coming. I don't think Dink was coming.
I know he wasn't. I know he wasn't.
I'm talking about.
I ain't take it hard.
Like we know Bill, so I know what Bill meaning. That's why I say it's kind of funny, because I know what we know Bill. But everybody on the podcast know Bill. But let's say you got a new subscriber or whatever. Shout out to the subscribers. If you hear myconnect.com.
They are going up. They are going up. So y'all niggas know that.
Nigga, man, the last 30 days I had 60,000 views on my page.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So,
right.
but I was just saying, like, coming from Mr. And this me being funny, but not being funny, but MrConnect.com, it sounds like if somebody wanted to make an argument with you that didn't know you, and they was like,
.com, nigga, get it right.
Hold on, not to. I think this nigga being disrespectful. No, though, but it's just it's just like if I wanted to combat with you, I'm like, damn. So you giving him a way out to abuse his kid? You see what I'm saying? I know where you.
I see what you're saying. Then you ain't over explaining, bro. You said it
my
right.
bad. All right, I was just making sure.
Yeah, for sure.
See, my bad.
Yeah,
my
right.
But yeah, for sure. Dink, that's a good point though, Dink. But I did state he went a little overboard in the way he kind of went about it. However, I do feel like as a father, I mean, like because I'm not a father, but I had a dad, and nigga, my dad was hard on me, and because he was hard on me, I was a lot better than a lot of kids that I was around. You know what I mean? And not even to throw no shade on anybody at all, but I was a lot better, and it showed up differently. And my dad was hard on me just because, like, I think he knew that I liked it. You know what I mean? And maybe he saw me being special.
I'm not gonna say shit.
What?
I promise I wasn't gonna say shit. But I seen myself in the screen like, oh shit, let me calm down.
Niggas is going crazy today.
Hey, my dad was because he know I liked it.
What the fuck are we doing?
Hey, but keep it a bean though. Bill was lifted.
But look,
we used to call Bill Mr. Miami 305.
Right. But look, but here's the thing though.
Which was like 150 soaking wet.
Come on now, 150.
305.
Yeah,
come on, gang.
Insane.
Grown men can't bench that now.
Yeah, it's insane. But another pause, real pause.
Soaking wet is crazy.
But then what I'm saying about Joe Jackson though, like you gotta make room for him too though. You gotta like, bro, because it's only crazy if it don't work.
Right.
For real.
Right. No doubt.
Like, bro,
right.
He only look bad if it don't work, bro. Like Joe Jackson, his method produced the greatest, like his method produced the greatest talent of all time.
Yeah.
So Bill.
And it's only from more perspective.
You on mute, Willie, yo. You on mute, Willie, yo.
Same shit LeVar did. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
He pushed his kids.
You push your, and it's like, and I don't condone kids being beat like that. Like who all seen the movie, I don't condone that. I don't condone, but I do condone you being diligent and you being like showing your kids like, yo, hard work is what it takes. You know what I mean?
Nah,
Like that's what I'm representing.
you ain't lying, Bill.
So
For
It's
sure,
kind
for
of
sure.
like as a like, and of course I ain't got to that level of I'm a father, but not where I got to make like harsh decisions. But I remember me and my daddy got to talking, and like we were talking about basketball, football with Dinko and stuff and all that. And we used to be like that,
God bless the dead.
like why you ain't make us do shit? Like why you ain't make us do nothing? But he was like, man, y'all ain't want to do it. I ain't want to just force it. But I was like, nigga, why you ain't just make us though? And it's like, bro, you got to like, yeah, I make you hate me, but y'all end up being this good person, good, great at whatever you want to do. Or it's like, so he was like, do you whatever. In other words, he gave me an answer, but it wasn't like for certain, because it's like, where do you want to go? Like Smooth, he got 2 boys, right? So it's like, shit, I want these niggas to be good at sports, but where's that balance of me, like, and I ain't speaking for you, Smooth, I'm just, in general. So it's kind of like you said, if it didn't work for Joe, it's like, damn, that nigga was beating this nigga. But then it's like, since he is Michael Jackson, it's like, shit, I slapped these kids a couple of times? You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
think
it's crazy. So it's kind of like I don't know. I don't think nobody know the answer.
Yeah. I talked to I ain't gonna say his name, you know what I'm saying? The girl that I was, you know what I'm saying? We used to live together, whatever. But I called him one day and it took me aback because it took me aback because, you know what I'm saying, I was his day to day. I took him to school, you know what I'm saying? I took him to get snacks. I took him to go eat. I cooked for him. I showed him how to wash dishes and shit like that. But you know what I'm saying? So like he was speaking now, like it's like, damn, I can tell he was saying, well, no, I know myself and I look at things differently because I probably shouldn't even be talking about this though, but it's like, damn, I can tell the difference me not being in his life. But I'm super grateful that I left for imprint in him. Damn, no did it. But like that he can think for himself and like, you know what I'm saying?
Left an impression.
Even though he doesn't think it's the best situation, but he's aware. He's not a follower. You feel me? But I can tell, like, if I was still in his life, it would be different. But also, he knows himself well enough. Like that, I just blame it on them that they're not in the point of their life that they can be cool with them and not blaming me or like not like making fun of me. No, you feel me? I'm like, damn, you feel me? But like I don't know, I don't know, like it's no way to parent. I think that's what I relate to. It's no way to parent.
blueprint.
And being a
It ain't.
kid's life is a
I was just about to say
motherfucker,
that.
bro.
Like,
That's a real thing. That's a real thing.
in terms of I guess that whole Michael Jackson thing with his dad. I think it's all about intentions. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't necessarily trying to tread light when I say this. I don't necessarily think my parents did all the right things with us. Overall, though, I think they did. Because of how we may have turned out, but just kind of going backwards, it ain't really no blueprint to parenting. You just doing the best you can with what you got. I didn't grow up in a household, of course, but just watching the thousands of interviews that I seen Michael Jackson talk about his father. Yes, he talked about the beatings, but he also came back and said, my father is a genius, and if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be who I am today. You know what I'm saying? So I think in so many words, he was acknowledging like, yeah, my daddy probably didn't get it right all the time, but I understood 100% what he was trying to do. You know what I'm saying? So like, man, I love telling this story, man, because this just shows the beauty of what my dad was trying to do. And I may have told this story before on this pod, but it was this one time I had to feed the dog, right? And my dad, my job every day was to feed the dog every single day and make sure he had water. So one day I kind of go up to my dad complaining, and I said,
So my bear.
huh? Yeah.
So my bear.
Yeah. So you know exactly what I'm talking about. So I go to my dad and I say, dang, man, I'm tired of feeding that dog. This man looked at me like without batting his eye and said, I get tired of feeding your ass, but I got to do it. You know what I'm saying? And like looking back on that, I understood exactly what he was saying. as a man, you don't got a choice. You ain't got, it ain't no room for you to just like sit down, you know what I'm saying? Because you got responsibilities. Things got to get done. You know what I'm saying? But at that time, I was like, man, that was so mean. That wasn't called for. That was harsh. Like that hurt my feelings as a child. But then as I got older, like I sit back, that's one of my favorite stories in the world to talk about my dad because it's so funny to me because I understand exactly his point. Like, so like going back, like it's your mom's job to kind of like, nurture you and be like, oh, don't she I could probably even hear my mama probably halfway say, oh, Darrell, you ain't got to do all that, you ain't got to talk to him like that. But it was very necessary. You know what I'm saying? Miss
Had a
Louise.
whole,
But it was very
they had a
I think it
fences
was very
conversation with your
necessary for
ass.
him to, huh? Yeah, basically. That's basically what that was.
Fences.
And so like I think it was very necessary. That was a example of tough love. And it may not be the love that I had thought that I think that should have been shown to me, but it ain't even about how it was said. It was about the intention that came behind it. And his intention said that he loved me. His intention said, I want you to understand that you don't have the luxury to not just do something when you don't feel like it. You know what I'm saying? Just like you gotta eat every day, so does this live living being creature. You know what I'm saying? And that's your responsibility. And that's all I'm asking you to do, really. And keep your room clean and go to school. That's all I ask you to do. So, it took me like to be like in my 20s, like when I thought about that story again, I like died laughing because it was just so funny. You know what I'm saying? Just to kind of reminisce on it. But I got a lot of little stories like that I can share where I was like, dang, why he talked to me like that? But then if he had not talked to me like that, like sometimes people just show love differently. You know what I'm saying? And my dad ain't gotta say I love you. Just that right there showed he loved me. Sometimes people can say stuff like, "Oh, you never said you love me," and that's okay, man. Maybe everybody receive love differently. But I think it's about what they showed. And again, that who knows, that may have been the way that he was brought up. But who's to say that may not even be the necessarily right way to communicate to your children. But the point is I understood later on, like they said I would, what these things are about. And so, I actually appreciate that lesson personally, you know what I'm saying? Because that made me realize that damn, I gotta go to work. You know what I'm saying? I got kids. I just can't take off when I feel like it, you know what I'm saying? So not to just ramble, but that was one of my favorite stories that I like, one of my favorite live memories that I got with my dad. Cause like it was just so funny because I just really was like shocked that he said that. You know what I mean? Like he it was necessary, you know what I'm saying? And I appreciate that.
So, Darrell, you seen the movie?
No, I ain't never seen the movie. Not the Michael Jackson movie.
That nigga said never seen it. Like that been out 10 years.
I ain't never seen it, bro.
that bitch.
But
That
what
bitch just came
but
out Friday, man.
for anybody for those who have seen it, I do want to ask though, do you think it was honestly a great movie? Because the reason why I ask is because a lot of times when people are trying to play somebody that's great, it's hard to capture that energy, to recapture that energy, and sometimes people don't give people grace because they can't recapture that same energy that person put off, and which I think is impossible. Just like when that All Eyes on Me movie came out, a lot of people gave I think the kid Demetrius, I think they gave him a lot of flack because they was like, he ain't playing Pac right. And I'm like, bro, you're never gonna be able to recapture that energy again. Like you can't. Like Pac was Pac. And so, I say that with Michael Jackson. How did you feel that, in terms of the movie in general, would you say it's really good, or what you think?
I tried to be a tough critic on this one because I'm an optimistic person. I go into everything with a blank mindset, no expectations. For me, they help me kind of judge stuff. So that's why a lot of albums that y'all be saying be trash to me. I'd be like, that'd be good to me. You know what I mean? Because I don't have no expectations of anything when I go into it with a blank mind. This movie, bro, it blew my mind. But his nephew, bro, man, the way he dancing in
He
that movie,
nailed it.
bro, I'm like, again, I'm talking to you like from a person who like Michael Jackson. I'm a casual Michael Jackson fan. He got like a few songs that I really love, but ain't just whatever. I ain't really understand his greatness. Man, this nigga, man, I'm telling he did his big one. I don't like the way it ended. I think I'm gonna tell y'all, it looked like it's setting up for a part 2.
Yeah, they did say that. They did say that.
That's what I
Yeah,
heard.
Yeah, it
They
looked like it's
supposed to.
setting up for a
yeah, I
part 2.
definitely
It
heard
kind
that.
of
Did
I
they
ain't
do the
seen it.
Motown performance? They try to like recreate the Motown performance.
yes. Yes,
That
bro.
was probably the most pivotal performance in his life when
Man,
he
I
first
thought you
did that
seen it, D-Will.
moonwalk. Huh?
man,
I thought you seen it.
No, I just no, I haven't seen it.
I think
I was just asking
nah,
about
that's
that
a
particular performance because that was like one of his biggest performance ever.
look. Let me tell you how I knew I wasn't tripping. It was a couple right next to us, and this lady was like, "Man, damn, his nephew killing this,
Yeah,
bro." I was
yeah.
like, "Yeah." I was like,
Right.
"Yeah," and
I
people were
ain't,
singing along with it,
I ain't
That's
seen
a
it, but
good time.
Rotten Tomato gave that
bro.
bitch a failure.
Nigga, how
I
the
said that's
fuck
why I
you
said I
ain't
seen a
seen
lot of
it when
people
you
seen it.
said, hey,
Well,
let's
well,
let's
no,
let's
no.
part on
I
Saturday.
knew that was coming. I knew that was
Hey,
coming.
he sure did say that. I just
No,
thought about
Man,
that.
what?
time out. I did. But when I asked y'all that, I didn't.
Nigga had to go to that fake ass
Hey,
AAU
nigga didn't
tournament.
That nigga had to go
realize
to school.
we had to go coach up a championship team in a tournament, bro. Boy, that's what I
Shout out to
done
Shout
you,
out to
around
you,
man.
here,
man.
man.
Shout
Congrats,
out to
Shout out
you,
nigga.
to
man.
LBA Attack 17, bro. We
Hey,
won the tournament, man. That's what we do, man. You know what I'm saying? Coach
let's
threes it,
go.
nigga. Coach
Shout out.
threes it, nigga. Coach
Oh,
threes it,
3.
nigga.
3 on the shoulder.
You know
That's
what
it,
I'm
3
man.
saying?
on the shoulder. 3 on
Let's
the
get to the last
head.
topic. I think
You know what I mean?
this is a fun topic, man. What's overrated versus underrated in life that you guys would consider?
Being an
Hell,
adult
so.
is overrated.
Okay.
I was telling my uncle this, like when I saw him in Pascagoula, like like earlier, like a couple months ago. I was like, man, when I was little, I just wanted to drive and that's it. All this other stuff, like paying bills and this stuff. I was like, man, I just wanted to drive and have fun with a couple girls. That's what I told my uncle. I said, that's it. That's all I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, man, it's like I tell my son all the time, man, like he like, man, I can't wait till I get this. When I get a wife, I'm like, bruh, don't even think about that right now. I said, please enjoy your little life. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause that's what my people used to tell me, man. All you gotta do is go to school. All you gotta do is go to school. Like you don't know how many times we heard that growing up, and like I thought going to school was like one of the worst things ever. You know what I'm saying? Like, 'cause
I used to
something you
love
just
school.
I was like, dang, man. When I got older, I was like, okay, man, paying bills. I mean, really paying bills ain't really it. It's just everyday life of just knowing you got to do something that you might not want to do sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Going back to that lesson my dad taught me when I didn't want to
Yeah.
feed the dog. I got hit like slapped in the face. Like man, we all do. It ain't not just me. But you know, you get slapped in the face with reality, like, oh snap, like I'm not in school no more. Like snap, like the decisions that I really make can mess me up. Like if you know, I could be out here, you know, homeless if I don't do right, and you know, if I decide to, you know, stay out all night drinking or whatever it is I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? These things fall back on me. Whereas when I was literally living with my folks, I had the luxury. Yeah, they'll fuss at me, but I had the luxury of like, oh, mama, she got me. You know what I'm saying? But now you see, like, dang, nigga, this is really real, and it's not just you. You got other people that depend on you. So you know, being an adult is overrated. You know what I'm saying? I miss
What
them
about you,
days of
Darrell?
going backwards.
I'm trying to think of some things that's I think overrated.
Or
I was gonna
underrated?
say underrated
Yo,
or,
one of
or
the two.
overrated.
You
Yo.
know, yeah.
I say for one, I, my biggest thing is like designer clothes, right? Like when niggas be paying like 10, 20,000 and you know, for like Dior jeans, Dior shoes and
Chrome
shit.
hearts.
Growing up, that shit look cool, you feel me? But like then so a lot of people, you know, they make fun of people wearing knockoffs, right? But the knockoffs got so fucking good now, it's
Can't even
like you
tell
don't know which one is
yeah,
real.
right.
And so and it be from the same little factory. Like I guess
Come
the
on, man.
coronavirus when it came out, it showed a lot of people or got a lot of people in contact with the factories who actually make for the designers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that's one of the most overrated shit, like designer shit, like where it costs like $500 to make or $100 to make, and they charge you $20,000-$30,000. That shit is crazy
Like
to me.
Jordans.
And it's like, cause what's the difference, right? And then another thing is like jewelry, right? Like now, like niggas wear moissanite and the shit, like you feel me?
And
It's
moissanite
like
is
you
a
can't get
real stone. That's what people don't even realize. Moissanite is it's a precious jewel that comes from meteorites. This is a real thing, but when people be like, I guess when people try to pass them off as diamonds, and they actually do pass the diamond test, you know what I'm saying? But like people try to look down on you. That's a real stone though, still. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, so I don't think it's nothing wrong with moissanite. Me personally, you know what I'm saying?
And see,
It look good.
I think people just don't care, bro.
Yeah.
I think they go back to last week. We was talking about the iPhone and the Android. I don't give a fuck if the Android is better than the iPhone, nigga. I'm gonna get an iPhone. I think, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Is it foolish? Probably so.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? We just don't care.
That's
That's just the way
That's right, too.
society is rocking right.
No, but the only difference
going with him.
Only difference with
But
that.
see, you can tell a difference between the iPhone and the Android. You can't tell a difference between moissanite and diamonds. Like, if you ain't no jeweler.
Yeah,
it's cool. It's cool
until
you get exposed. The once you get exposed, then it's like, man, this nigga here flogging.
But see, this is
like,
the thing.
why
It's
you
only
faking
fake. It's only fake if you try to pass it off as a diamond. If I say,
I like that too. That's only if you get caught. It's this guy online, like they make fun of this nigga. I don't know if y'all know him, Hustle Cartel, right?
Yeah.
He shoot dice.
I just heard Finesse 2 times talking about that nigga. Everything he got fake. His jury fake.
His whole setup. Yeah.
And look, dog making hella money because he live in this image, right? He got the big chains on, and we know it's fake, right? But it's like he's selling the image, and ain't nobody ever tested him, and he'll have a little money. He might have 10, 20, 30,000 on him, right? And he'll go gamble every neighborhood, whoever shoot dice, right? And so the game that they run is
he was dying for Black Spring Break.
Yeah. So they got a whole little hustle. What they do is I know I'm getting off topic, but the moral of the story is he wear all his jewelry to attract his fan base.
It's a volume play. It's a volume play. It's a volume play with everything. It's no different. It's no different than real estate. It's no different than any marketing scheme, any sales scheme, any podcast. Everything is ads. Everything is a volume play. Who gives a fuck if we think it's fake?
Right.
It's one person that want to be like that nigga.
Right.
And that's the person he's selling to.
Right.
He don't give a fuck what we think.
Right.
Facts. When you got like a dope boy going out here spending 30, 40,000 on real jewelry and ain't making nothing off the jewelry, right?
Exactly.
Dog go spend 5,000 and look like he got a whole house on his neck, and he making generational income off this shit. Like,
right, who gives a fuck?
Facts. Like, so that's another thing that's overrated, like jewelry, right? Because like it's only men.
No, Darrell. You was on to something. You know what's most I think most overrated. I just thought about it after you said that.
Talk to me.
Opinions.
Yeah. That's facts.
Who the fuck you like? If I can sell it to him, man, I don't give a fuck about what you think, dog.
Facts.
That's a great point.
And look too.
That's why
pay a 10th of the price.
You understand that's why I disagree with you.
You feel me? Like, nigga.
But see, the only reason why opinion seems so valuable now is because everybody can have one at this particular time in life. Like, we can all get on social media and dispute. Like, if somebody don't like what you just said, I can come back and say, nah, that's cap. This nigga, you know what I'm saying?
No, that's how they. This I'm saying they matter. As long as I can like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you ever ran across a page, social media page? If I might have 20,000 followers, it might be from the city next to you. Like, damn, I ain't never heard of this person. Nigga, I don't give a fuck. Like, bro, like, you can be popping, as long as you popping up to enough amount of people, you cool. I don't need you.
Well, but that,
as long as I have enough people.
That's why I agree. That's why I disagree with you though too.
What you mean?
Because if you can't flip it by saying it's overrated because of the hate side of it, but then give it a higher rating for the people that do like it, because that's an opinion too. So that is a high rating. So it's not underrated or overrated in a way.
Negative opinion. Negative opinion.
Yeah, you discredited it. You saying it's overrated because of the haters, like their opinion don't matter. But obviously the people's opinion that do matter, because that's why I used to say I used to tell T Wheels.
Oh no, I 100% agree with you, bro.
I used to tell T Wheels this. We was at Perk. He used to be like, "Man, I don't care what people think." I'm like, "Well, why are you making an album? Like, why are you selling an album?"
But see, I think
people care what people think.
No, you're right. You're absolutely correct. You're right.
Dink not wrong. Dink
you're right. He is absolutely correct.
Hey, let Bip get his opinion on.
Nah, as far as this topic, I ain't like I got my underrated is entrepreneurship. Overrated, I mean. Entrepreneurship is overrated. Like the romanticized version, the version that just say you gonna have all this free time and you get to work for yourself and you only get to pay yourself.
You ain't doing shit if you don't have your own business.
Yeah,
Fake
They
news,
definitely try to
fake
push that.
news,
Yeah,
Fake
they
news.
definitely
fake
try to push that.
news, fake news. Because boy, let me tell you, you man, is Peace going to work? Is Peace working and you getting a decent salary and you got a check coming and that's it? Like you go home. That's peace. Is hell when you working and you trying to build something and then you don't know where the money coming from. You got to be the marketing person. You got to be the front man. You got to be the admin person. You got to be the accountant. Like, bro, man, boy, don't let them folks lie to you. Boy, ain't nothing wrong with having a job.
Yeah.
Don't let them folks lie to
For
you.
real.
They
Trying
show,
to
cause
go,
they show.
and then the multiple streams of income is over. Well, let me say this: how you get it. Like if you good at something, like maximize your income, your multiple streams of income in that one sector. Don't be trying to flip houses and do stocks and then go play in the NBA. Like, bro, you need to know,
You're a
bro,
jack
you
all
tripping,
trades,
bro.
yeah.
You gonna end up being terrible at all them things,
Yeah,
trying to do instead of focusing on one thing and being great at that. Like, bro, that is don't,
Yeah.
but don't.
You done fucked around, stop working on your jumper.
A
Man,
master of all
come on
trades
now.
and what they call them,
Come on
a
now,
jack of all
man.
trades and not a master of nothing.
Mr. None.
Man, don't let them folks lie to you, man. Go get you a job. If you then figure it out on that job, bro. And bro, if you got a job and you like it, don't let them folks tell you to go get a business, bro.
Hey,
Don't
cause you know
everybody
what?
can't be no CEO. Don't
'Cause
do that.
in this day and age of social media, you know, a lot of people will they'll try to down the regular working guy, basically, you know. And I don't
Man,
even
what?
like saying regular, you know what I'm saying, because it ain't regular.
Right.
Just, you know, pushing through when you don't want to do something or you don't want to go to work or if you don't feel good, you still get up
Them
and
folks
push
lie to
through
you.
it, and you know, whatever. And so, you know, it's a lot of like content channels, or you know, they'll make it seem as if, you know, just because you have a 9 to 5 or because maybe some people don't have a desire to, you know, pursue to be an entrepreneur or whatever the case, you know, there's different measures of success, you know what I'm saying. Somebody may feel like, dang, I made it, you know what I'm saying, because I think about, for instance, like my dad, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure that when they was growing up, before they got to the shipyard, they probably thought it was just limited opportunities. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure, like, when they got, you know, when our dad moved down and came down to Mississippi, I'm sure that was like the promised land to him. You know what I'm saying? He got a Jeep off of that. And you know, we might not see a Jeep as um a cool car, but probably like back then, like if you study the culture a little bit back then, like those were the cars to drive back then. You see them in movies and you see rappers had them and stuff like that. So I'm sure, like, for my dad to drive his first Jeep, I'm sure he was like, yeah, I'm that nigga, you know what I'm saying? So by him coming from this country town, a small Alberta, Alabama, where, you know, they probably was, you know, I'm pretty sure when they was playing basketball, it was like on dirt roads and stuff like that. Like this like him coming to Pascagoula and getting a job and then getting a Jeep and a house, and you know, he was like, man, I'm really doing it. You know, I'm sure he really was patting himself on the back. But you know, to somebody who's like a millionaire or an entrepreneur, they probably been like, oh, you know, that's regular, you know what I'm saying? But regular to who? You know what I'm saying? Everybody got different measures of success, you know. So not to just rant, but you know, that's just my little 2
Oh no,
cents.
you definitely ran it.
Yeah, I definitely do. That's why I
That nigga
said,
went on 10 minutes
if
not
I
to rant.
if you hear me say not
Nigga
to
said that
rant, that
last
means I
time,
just
something like
realized
that.
that I'm ranting.
I think you said
Hey,
that.
what you think, Dink?
I think
ISO.
I'm gonna have a lot of people disagree, but I think vacationing is just so overrated. I think
Really?
everybody do the same shit everywhere you go. Every
I am not mad at that.
I mean
I agree.
I promise you, every I mean, you do something somewhat different, but every time I went out of country, every time you get asked, "Hey, what we doing? We jet skiing, or dirt bike riding, or it's like all the same shit every time I go. And maybe they just me not being exposed to stuff. So I'm not talking to the richest of the rich. Maybe y'all got some shit that but for the most part, I'm just talking for my experience. Man, I'm a wake up, go to sleep, dude. It's not been a vacation spot that I ain't been ready to go back home. I'm just be honest.
For real.
Hey, can I peek back? No,
Anything
Diddy.
over three,
Goddamn.
anything over
I,
three days.
You ready to go home?
Yeah, but I'm a homebody though too,
yeah.
so that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So it's still my
Bro,
opinion.
we was
Take
in
it to the
Panama for
house.
like
Take it
10
to the
days.
I Dink,
I be a
yeah,
homebody too,
Take it to
but
the house.
but I picture this though, because it's like I think most people have not explored where they're from. Like it's like I think it's like 3 or 4 museums on the coast. I ain't never been to these, but I even though also I think motherfuckers go to if they come to the coast. Let me stick on the coast. When people come to the coast, they might go to the casinos. They do shit like they don't go, or they might go to the places that we don't go to, but we'll travel to Timbuktu to explore
The same shit.
these places. But then also when we do go to these places, we go into the tourist part. We don't go to the like you talk to a local, they're like, oh no, we don't do that. You know what
Y'all
I'm
boys
saying?
cooking.
We go.
Y'all
They
boys
might-
cooking for real.
Yeah.
You feel me? We don't
Yeah.
explore into the neighborhoods like, oh shit, I really feel like I'm in Jamaica. Like I feel like a Rastaman. You know what I'm saying? No, you finna go to the same places. These
Everybody
po like that we don't go to on the coast. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn,
So, hey,
am I really traveling? We going to the same places that I would go to in Las Vegas
facts.
or Chicago. Like, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, or
So
if somebody
too,
comes to the coast, they ain't coming down to the Rick or to
yeah,
Right.
they ain't come
they not
to
really
hoop,
living
right?
in
Facts. They ain't coming
Pascagoula.
to
Right.
They ain't
yeah.
come to hoop. They ain't come to our culture for real. We just going to, oh, it's a big name. Let me take a picture in front of Elvis Presley. Man,
Right. And
Hey,
locals
so
don't do
too,
nothing like that.
so
Say,
so
that's real.
when y'all travel,
hey, too.
when
Niggas
y'all
like to
travel,
travel. Well, hold on, I got a bar. Niggas like to travel, but they ain't changed their state of mind. Come on, man. Come on,
oh, that's a
man.
boy.
Come
Hold on,
on,
bitch. Hold
man.
on, bitch.
You might want to write that down.
nah. Let me ask y'all this: when y'all go somewhere, right? Y'all don't do like the tour package that take you like through the city,
Yeah,
like
yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
like,
That's still it ain't like two saying. So two, I would give you. It's not a pushback, but it really my scared ass. But I am more scared. But I mean, my duty is to protect my. I think we were married at the time. Yeah, because that was the honeymoon. So Lex, we was this I know is overrated because we went to the whole honeymoon and we had fun on the honeymoon, but it was the same. It was like when you go to the all inclusive whatever, and she wanted to go out. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, Lex, we in Cancun, they're like, in Mexico or wherever Cancun, wherever we at. I'm like, I'm not going. I be tourists. You know what I'm saying? You talking about taking a taxi off the reservation. You don't know who.
yeah.
It's different rules. It's different. It ain't the United States. You get locked up. You might be in this bitch. Like, you don't know what's going on. You don't know what taxi. I mean, it's just a lot of shit. So I was saying that to your point too, as in, is it really safe to go out there and live with with the locals? Like, 'cause you don't know what you're getting into.
It sound like
I
Nigga,
think it
first
is,
off,
but
it's
hold on, it
wait.
sound
what
like
I'm.
niggas need to do cocaine.
Nah.
Say, fuck it. Let's
But
go.
Dink,
Keep it a bean.
that's the type of tour I'm talking about, Dink. That's the exact tour, not
Niggas need to do
not the
crack.
regular tourist tour, right?
Let's ride, boys.
So not the regular tourist tour, right? So like every location you go
Nigga, it's
to,
not safe to go.
it be safe. It's some places be safe, like you
Hey,
can live like, but
Darryl,
don't go ignorant now. Don't wear no big jewelry.
Darryl, you well traveled though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Well,
You
yeah.
go to
And
Pascagoula,
so
get you
normally
in.
when I go somewhere like anywhere I go, I always try to book like if I'm staying at an Airbnb, I'll reach out to the host and ask them about local stuff, right? Or is there any tour guides or anything that you would recommend me to go to, right? Like we was in Costa Rica like a year ago. We went to the favelas down there. We went to like the farmers market where all the locals sell their farmers like they produce. We went to they had like a fucking a thrift mall, right? That they do every weekend. Everybody put out they stuff like
Like the
so
flea
we
Like a
market.
flea market in
yeah, like a
Mobile.
flea market. It's like a flea market, and but it's in the heart of the city. Like the shit crazy. You know how favelas are, like how they be stacked on top of each other and shit.
Favelas like nigga.
Yeah, like boy, I was like, God damn, boy, this shit. Like, but it's like the people were so peaceful, but you'll look at it like you be like, nah, this shit crazy. Like this shit, like you don't know gutter or hood till you go to like a third world country and see how they live, right? But the people are so nice and calm. But I asked the host and he'll give me recommendations and he'll give me like a tour guide or somebody who can take you there that does that professionally. So every time I go somewhere, I always try to do that because I want to see how they live and I want to experience that. And then it always gives me like a realization, like, damn, we always complain about how America is, but this shit, like, you feel me? Like, we really privileged.
Yeah.
And so, and
We
then when I
live
go
in the
back to like
vacation
the
area.
resort side
Exactly.
of
And
their
don't even know
city,
it.
I'm like, damn, they never get to see this side. Like, and so when I travel places, I feel you, Dink, when you say that. I just like to go for the views, right? But like you're right, the activities that you do get boring. So what I do is I try to get like a nice place, like a nice view of the water or something, and then just enjoy that.
But it's still,
And then I'll be ready to
with
go.
you,
But
with you saying that, that's still the same to me though. To me, now I ain't trying.
oh no, I'm saying.
Check
But
in.
I just like to do. It's the same thing, Dink. I ain't saying you wrong. I'm
I
just
think that goes to
saying.
my. I think it goes
When
to
I
my
go
point too,
somewhere,
though.
I just try to enjoy the view.
Right.
But I'm like you. I'm a homebody. I be ready to, like I said, like I go to their little club and stuff. They might be playing Spanish music. I'm like, okay, this cool, but I want to hear some trap shit.
Yeah,
I want to hear some R&B. You feel me? But I just try to enjoy while I'm there. I try to live like a local, if that makes sense.
Shit, nigga, I'm never trying to swim with the sharks.
You ain't trying to live like a local too?
I know what you mean too.
Oh, wait. I think if I don't want to deal like to do the shit that everybody else doing, it's like I go, especially like my homeboys try to set up a trip. It's like, damn, we could do this shit in Dallas. We could do this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's cool, but it also kind of irritates me. Like, oh no, you ain't travel the world. Then you going to fucking Paris and not, oh damn shit. Just like when you go to the casino here, motherfuckers like across the street from the casino, niggas, it's Section 8. It's the projects, you know what I'm saying? But you go to these places and go to these nice places, but you want to talk shit about where you from and you only go visit these places. It's kind of weird to me.
Facts.
It's not weird because it's weird to me, but like I get it, man. Travel, bro.
Then, like you said, a lot of times
I always get that. Oh, go ahead, Willie.
Well,
Oh,
we're
I
gonna
just
wrap it up after this.
Okay,
Willie, you got the last word, bro.
I was just gonna say, like, just kind of going back to the point that you was, I forget who made the point, but about, we might be living in the city the whole time and you don't even explore your little town or area. Like, for instance, I never forget, in this, my last little point, being from the coast, we had took a field trip. And I only discovered this because I was in school. We had a teacher that was willing to take us, but we went to Ship Island on the coast, and I was like, wow, I never got exposed to this before. We got on the boat and went all the way out to them islands. This is like we got docked in Biloxi somewhere. You know what I'm saying? They took us on the boat in Biloxi, and you can still to this day. You know what I'm saying? Because I was asking my dad that something that he might want to do. I asked him a while ago, but you can get on a boat and go straight to Ship Island and on the coast, and that'll feel like a vacation, basically. You know what I'm saying? So, like, a lot of people don't even know about that, and I wouldn't have known about that unless my 5th grade teacher had took us. You know what I'm saying, on a field trip or whatever. So, that's just an example of, it's probably all type of stuff like that along that little coastal area that we live on. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people be like, oh, it's boring. Ain't nothing to do down here. Let me go to Mobile Mall, or let me go to wherever it is. I'm going to Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be. That's my little 2 cents, though.
I think get kind of big.
That's facts, though. That's facts. And they say in Ship Island, they say the water is very beautiful. Like, it's crystal clear. But that's a lot of things you're not exposed to in your own city. Right. And I just want to end it off with just saying, every time I go somewhere, like say for instance, if it's out the country, right? It'd be nice, but it's still like a realization of how privileged we are as Americans, right? The things we have access to, the ability to make money at at our own will,
Have to
right?
live.
The ability to quote unquote live the American dream
Think
that
our own
these
thoughts.
third world countries, they don't have the possibility to even reach. And so when I see people go places and they try to talk down on America, oh, it ain't like this, it ain't like that, but it really is like the land of the free, right? And I ain't gonna say we ain't got our rules, but you can really make the American dream if you work hard enough, right? Far as to what you want to do in life. You have that possibility as an American. So I greatly appreciate that.
Sometimes you ain't got to work hard.
So
That's a fact.
hey, y'all boys, two and Darrell, y'all make sure y'all upload y'all files because the track was in and out. So once we in,
The track.
y'all boys make
What y'all
sure.
talking about?
I got you. I'm gonna make sure I upload it.
Yes, sir, man. Well, that concludes episode 55 of the Phone Home Podcast, man. Phone Home.
Yes, sir.
Water.
I built. We ain't got
Uh-huh.
big though. Ain't built. You heard?
Phone home.
Bruh.